Hello, I'm ibxtoycat, and welcome back to my ultra hardcore survival world. This is hardcore Minecraft, i.e. I have just one life, and also there is no natural regeneration, no totems for undying, and when we get to the end, you'll discover the fun thing that is that. However, today is going to be a fun one that relates to a different dimension, because the Nether is still very much untamed. I've spent much of the past 50 days building myself up to a semi-successful position that hopefully you can see. However, I still desperately need, if I'm going to go to the end, some blaze rods and some ender pearls, and hopefully some other things too, which means I'm going to need to get my hands on that dimension. However, I'm going to warn you of this right now. I don't know when it's going to come up, but while I was setting up the stream, I was moving this around, trying to get it to work. The Wheel of Toycat, by the way, great thing. But while I was moving that around, I knocked over my entire glass of drink, so I just have my French Coke glass now with nothing inside of it, and it went all over my keyboard and mouse, so there's some really weird things that have been happening on my keyboard. When I backspace, it for some reason copy and pastes an Amazon listing for an air fryer. There's a lot going on that is somewhat tricky to explain. But yeah, today we are going to be in the ultra hardcore world, surviving for another 25 days. I've said this before, but hardcore on YouTube isn't really trustable as hardcore if you don't see the entire thing. I love to see simplified versions of things as much as the next person, but it's also a bit of a problem that, like, well, how much can you really believe? I'm a big believer in, if something isn't real, then, you know, like, stories are great, but I also like to see something really being done. So surviving and beating Minecraft on this endless world will be a lot of fun. And so that is why I'm doing this series. Hopefully you enjoy it on an honesty and transparency level. However, I also am going to put some books away, including my mendings, by the way. I've gathered a lot of stuff that will be fun to trade with. However, for now, we're going to the Nether, and we're going to try our best to survive. I wouldn't trust that keyboard. Would you maybe use a controller? Okay, so here's the thing. Today, for the most part, I'm going to try to use a controller, but PC, when you play Minecraft Windows 10 on a controller, there's some things it physically doesn't let you do, and so we have to be kind of cautious of that. Also, we're going to grab some food out because I've now finally got back to full health. I've spent the entire 50 days so far just kind of battling my health bar, and so now I've got some real food that I can eat. I'll just 3 pork chops seems good enough to me. We'll just eat a pork chop every now and then, and that will be totally fine as a great way to remind ourselves that we don't really need it. Also, I'm going to eventually have a lot of beef, but right now I am going in the phase of just breeding lots of cows and waiting till more cows appear, and then breeding lots of them, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, today is very much going to be a Nether-focused day. There are a couple of ways you can deal with the Nether. You can run in blind and just hope for the best, and don't get me wrong, I love this strategy as much as the next person, but personally I'm a believer in try and make a secure foundation from which we're going to go onwards from. So what we're going to do is we're going to take so much cobblestone, like genuinely 3-4 stacks of cobblestone, make some slabs, and do it great. Also,
fun smile.
Thank you so much, Chris H, for the first text-to-speech is $10, which means the first spin of the Wheel of Toycat. If you get a yellow segment, you win a prize, and in this case, you get Name My Cat. You get to, we're going to breed it, we're going to get another cat, or you, in fact, Name My Animal, I believe is the actual segment at this point. If you would like, you get naming rights for my horse, you get it for my mushroom if you want, because, actually, wait, no, I think, sorry, the mushroom might be off limits. We currently have, you know, disappointment. Actually, no, I guess so, the mushroom is on limits, and, well, we do have a named polar bear. We don't know where he is right now because he's invisible, but there is a named polar bear in the world, so watch out for that as well. Anyway, with that said, vote for it, I think, says Chris H. That sounds exciting. Chat, you get to decide. Chris H is the most generous of benefactors, not only helping me get a now functioning keyboard. It's really annoying. It happened just before the stream was starting. I was going through some stuff already, and we got a little bit of a extra fun factor, I guess is what I'm saying. Also, I don't have any crafting tables with me in the Nether, which is a bit of a problem. But, you know, I've got a pickaxe. Okay, let's go for it. Don't hurt me. Which is great. By the way, this is fine. I have myself a full suspicious stew, so that isn't even a problem. Look at me. I'm the man now, dog. So we're gonna press. We have to hit this and then move over with our mouse, which is kind of dodgy. Put that there. I don't know what just happened. Okay, so we click that, and then we put that there. You have to click it first when using a mouse, but if you try to click it on controller, it won't whatever. There's some things we gotta learn here. So that's a skeleton. I'm gonna crouch. and we're going to attack him head on. As you can see, even with my precautions, the skeletons are still spawning. But yeah, we can deal with them pretty nicely, I think. However, I do need a crafting table. There's one just over here. Let's make ourselves like a full 2 free stacks of slabs. Like so. Oh, no, 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 not grey carpet. Oh, no. God, Minecraft. When will you learn my actual needs? So I guess in the meantime, what we can do is we can place some carpet on this. Look at this, chat. I'm carpeting my nether. That sounds like a euphemism. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it would mean, but I would like to assure you I'm carpeting my nether in the good way and not the scary way. So yeah, we're gonna now bridge all the way out into the scary zone away from the ghasts. And we're also gonna go inside. So yeah, there's basically 2 separate directions I'm heading in my nether at the same time. And the only reason I'm going each direction is just the convenience. Gary Carpet says KMV. You know, a classic reference. An old one, but a classic. Also, if we put carpet on soul sand, do you think it negates the soul sand? It doesn't, which is weird, because now we're going above it, right? Like, if you look at us, soul sand is down a bit, and carpet is up. But even if you go up, you've still got the soul sand negative effect, which is interesting. Like, it makes sense on some level, but also it's still annoying, right? Carpets don't negate the ice effect either. I remember slabs didn't used to do it either, which is really weird. Now that's just, it looks weird, but that's fine. Looking weird is one of my favorite things. Some people say I still am very good at it, and yeah, so we're gonna go back out. As soon as the ghasts go, we get in, and we start placing some blocks. We do some magic, and as you can see, everything's fine, everything's safe. There are no problems. Oh, the block didn't, okay, I'm gonna get, just right now, I'm gonna get out the hay bales, just on the off chance we fall. I want a better chance of survival. And we're just gonna bridge this way for as long as it takes. There are no ghasts that spawn past a certain point, which is very, very, very nice. And also, just on the off chance that something bad does happen, it's important to build just little portal places, you know, little safe spots where we can just exist safely on the way. So, this is my current plan. We build all the way around here. I think sometimes just bad things happen. You don't know what they're going to be. Having a safe place to run to is important. You know, the reason that everywhere does a fire drill is this exact same logic of just everyone needs to know this is your instinctual, something bad happens, go there. If everyone does their own, oh, wait, something bad happens. We found a bastion, chat. Whoa, so fast too. Now that is an odd one, huh? A bastion before a fortress. It's not unlikely, but it raises the question, what are we gonna do? That is the scariest structure in the nether when done wrong. And when done right, it's still the scariest structure in the nether. It's a terrifying place always, is what I'm saying. But we're gonna make it something or other. Hopefully. And then we just put a few blocks here, a few blocks there, and we live ourselves a great life. I think that we need to make that our priority. Like that is, I think we could branch the path here, I guess. Also, we could have one go over. One path can go like this way, maybe, and then the other path could go. Yeah, I kind of like that. We'll have a path go that way, and then a path go this way. So cobblestone, lead me there. I found 2 bastions close to each other in my most recent world. That's awesome. By the way, thank you. I don't like you, so take my money, says Master Potato. Thank you very much. Also, what's your opinion on Bedrock? Username is now appearing when you're crouched. That's an interesting one. I feel as though that's probably a bug. My biggest opinion on Bedrock is that the bug fixing is way different. And I think the biggest reason as to why is lots of bugs that you think are charming on Java are kind of annoying on Bedrock. It's odd that that is true, because in theory they should be the same amount of charming and or not charming. But it is how I really see things. Oh no, watch out. Oh, okay, I did not react to that fast enough. Thank God that wasn't a real explosion. I might just be dead. I need a faster reaction time. There is no doubt about that. Okay, so, yeah, this is, that way and this way. This way I'm going to come at it from a side angle where nothing can shoot me. And then hopefully we'll get all the gold from that top bit and the whatever from over there. I found a very useful XP bug, but I'm not going to say anything about it in case it gets fixed. I would say for stuff like that, by the way, which is an interesting set of logic. Like, should you share your favorite bugs, you know, under the off chance that maybe they will be fixed? Ghast be OP for real. It's one of the things that makes the dimension worth being fearful of. Imagine creepers, but they can do ranged attacks, and also they light the place on fire, and also they fly. That is how the Ghast came about. I think the end needs a mob on a similar level of fear. The Shulker could have done it, but kind of doesn't quite hit the mark. I think the end needs some real scary stuff, personally. And so yeah, that's my take. One of the biggest reasons, I think, it's because bedrock bugs. Oh no, I missed it. I want to hear your take, KMB. Bedrock bugs are fixed with the internal tracker, while on Java it's still done on the public site. Wait, bedrock bugs are done via internally? Like, why do they have the public site then? That is so interesting. I did not know that. That explains a lot, but also very curious. I wonder what's a better solution for bug fixing a game, all things considered for everyone. Okay, so now is a very scary time, don't get me wrong, but we have now gotten ourselves to the Bastion. And a fun reminder, by the way. Okay, so I've got lava here and I've got my bucket of pufferfish. I'm gonna use the pufferfish to kill the piglin brute, by the way. I've never done that before, and ultra hardcore is the wrong time to try, but I'm just so curious about how it will go. So there's no ghasts. We're gonna go a little bit further this way, just in case. Okay, that is a piglin brute. Oh, don't jump down. Don't you dare jump down. He's got an axe. So just gonna try something a little wild right here, chat. This could go very poorly for me. I am very aware of that piece of information. But I just need to know what happens if I drop a pufferfish on top of your boy there. Maybe he likes it. Maybe he doesn't, though, you know? Okay, so just one block higher. Okay, so, oh god, he bounced over to me. Oh dear god, that is not a good strategy. I don't know if that's important to know right now. But if you were questioning to yourself, should I do that or not? The answer I would give you is no. Instead, what I recommend doing, they have something in Minecraft that, oh, so look at this. Oh, it's my keyboard. No, my keyboard's moving. No, my keyboard. I'm not even using it, but it's still doing random inputs. So instead, what I recommend doing is just something as simple as, oh, go. Oh, he's falling, he's falling, he's falling. Don't fall down this way. Because lava will kill piglin brutes without regular piglins knowing you're here. It is one of my favorite pro tips. It works quite well. We're going to try it just a little bit more. And as you can see, he's dead. We can do it with regular piglins too, but we don't really need to as much. And now we're going to do something a little bit risky. Does anyone ever say you're chaotic? Never actually, Polly. That's why bug reports with Java, you can see more useful information like assign developer and Mojang priority. Yeah, I wonder, that is an interesting level of like, Minecraft Bedrock is developed like a real video game, whereas Minecraft Java is developed like Minecraft. And it leads to a lot of interesting differences. Like, you know, there are so many things with Bedrock that you don't know about till they go public, because they have some layer of, oh god, this is dangerous, huh? Yeah, I don't want to do that. I think I'm gonna go, I think I've got to make a staircase up and down this thing. How am I gonna make it safe for me, but not for piglins? I guess we just make a 3/4 block gap, right? Or a 1 and a, you know, the slab gap that we can go through, but mobs can't. If we have one of those right here, now I can go through, mobs can't. I have a safe space,
A terminal illness is better when I watch a psycho.
Hey, congratulations on a wheel spin. I hope you don't mean that you have a, by the way, wheel says unholy banana first. But a terminal illness means you get to name an animal too. Oh god. We have 2 new animals to name. If you'd like, I wouldn't recommend it. You can, in fact. Okay, so now is the worst time for this chat, but here is my commitment to my benefactors. We're going to spin the wheel for Unholy Banana next. What do you want, Unholy Banana? Let's find out. Oh, Unholy Banana, you're going to get yellow. Is it going to be a 3rd win in a row? Oh, it is not. Do, 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 do. Thank you, Caitlin, by the way, for gifting 5 channel memberships. Very kind, including to Sharon Smith. Okay, so that is a lot of piglins, but here is my plan. We drop down some lava right there, and he burns. And all of his friends are going to burn with him. We're going to move it, and they're going to burn. And we're just going to keep on moving it. Oh, okay. Making sure that they always are all burning. Okay, it's working. It's working. My strategy. Oh no, he got through. Okay, he's not got through anymore. So as you can see, you can burn basically all piglin brutes. No issues for the rest of them. It's very scary. Do, 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 do. So yeah, 5 gifted channel memberships. Very, very, very fun. Appreciate it a lot, by the way. So that's a piglin brute up there, by the way, too. We do have to get all of them, not just the ones I want to, by the way. And also, we can't mine these gold blocks until that happens either. We're going to have to be very, very tactical about it all. But the thing I want more than anything else right now is that pufferfish. So I'm going to make a ridiculous jump. I know this seems silly from the surface, but I do genuinely want a pufferfish to make a waterproofing potion. Let's go for this. Oh, I survived, and I got the puffer. And now all I have to do is probably make a safety net down here. Anything that's too close to that, I should maybe make a bit safer. So, yeah, we're now going to make a staircase up from here. Oh, actually, in fact, now that we're down here anyway, we should still make that staircase up, don't get me wrong. I'll do it just as a precaution for future me. So one here, one there. That jump allows no mobs to follow us, and then the same. And now we can go up and no one... I've got safe spaces, basically. Very, very important, you might find, while playing Minecraft. Okay, there we go. Wonderful. We build something over here so we can't get knocked off. And now we just have to get... Okay, is that a piglin brute? It's not. We could still kill them, but it's not necessary. Down there is where the scary stuff is. So what I'm thinking is we could pre-drop some lava on their heads to kill them that way. Like, they're not going to see it coming, right? Yeah, there's no way that piglin brute sees this coming. This is a dangerous strategy because whatever piglin brute comes. But yeah, the lava snakes are one of the most deadly things you can do in Minecraft, and they're free, by the way. Also, Robin Brooks, hey look, it's a TOTEMS live stream I can actually watch live. It does happen occasionally. Good to see you, Robin. Man, one of the longest term members on this channel. 45 months. Appreciate it a lot. It's cool to see such a milestone. You know, 45 months of anything is genuinely hard. A lot of people find committing to anything for any amount of time hard. So to commit to one, you know, to like something that much for that long, it's a cool thing. To me, at least. So yeah, the lava snakes are now going to hopefully do some things. No, it's honestly not as effective as I hoped. They're too easily avoidable, I guess. You'd want to do it from just above the piglin, not all this way above the piglin. Oh, by the way, we're going to miss an entire day because of this. We need to be back in the overworld to sleep, probably. Or maybe we don't. I'm not too sure. We could skip a night, but... Oh, God. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, so I'm thinking... Oh, we can't climb this staircase while this block is here. If we move the block up there, though, now I can climb the staircase, but other mobs can't. Okay, that's useful. So I'm going to continue climbing. Oh, no, I'm not. I can sit on this stair, but I can't climb the staircase. So if I put it one block higher up than even that, now counterintuitively, you have to crouch through this gap, or you can't get through. That's a weird fact. That doesn't feel correct, chat, but that is in fact true. You have to be able to... I don't like the block heights. Okay, so that's something I want to play around with for sure. We'll do so. Oh, God, that was bad. Whatever mob didn't like me there. It's hobbling. It's brutes. It's brutes. It's brutes. Crouch down. We're fine. Can they fit in here? If they can, I'm dead. They can't. We're fine. They're the ones who are going to be dead. So yeah, we can thankfully burn him without ever being burnt ourselves. Ooh. Okay, so we have two names, chat. One is from Glint the Car, and one is for chat to decide collectively. What animal would you like to name? I would love to hear. Ooh. Yeah, you're dying, friend. Okay. So now we've killed out all of the regular piglins, I think. Now there is a thing left to do, which is to pick up as much gold as we can. I do have to make a decision about whether to use this gold for golden apples or whether to, you know, not. But I think for now what we're going to do is we're going to set up a simple thing, like a lovely little staircase. And then that staircase is going to... Okay, so using slabs for this is not the most efficient thing in the world. We're going to set up a little staircase. And then... Yeah, that works for me. It probably shouldn't be so easily jumpable, but that's fine. Now I'm going to mine these 2 blocks of gold and then just get out of here. This is my plan. Okay, so mine. 1 block of gold. 1 block of gold. Get out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm getting out. Oh, I hear piglins. I hear them, but I don't see them. Okay, so no one seemed to have cared. I am out. I'm alive, and I have 2 full gold blocks that are mine and no one else's. Oh god, you can see my keyboard is messing me up here. I just want to, okay. The mouse, no. No, my keyboard, what? Should I just unplug my keyboard? Is it going to make me throw blocks on the ground? Yeah, that is a big problem. Don't worry if you can't see them, they can't see you. That is a true fact. Unplug the keyboard. I think I might have to. There's lots of things you can't do in Minecraft PC without a keyboard, sadly. Because it doesn't have the console UI for doing that stuff. But it would make me able to use my inventory. And some people would say that inventory usage is important. I've heard that claim before. Don't know if I put too much stock in it myself. Okay, just come on. Okay, so I'll use pick block for now, and then I'll blow dry my keyboard maybe. Is that the best plan? And then we're gonna go back to the chest later. By the way, we are coming back in there, but it has been a full day chilling in the Nether now. Maybe a full day too far, some would say. Okay, so I can jump that gap. Most other mobs aren't willing to. Same with right here. I can jump this gap. Mobs aren't willing to. I now have a source of pork chops, by the way. I do not want to use that as a source of pork chops. But I do. It's nice. A horse suggested neighbor, if you're taking suggestions. So Chris H, the most generous of benefactors, has... I like that term, by the way. I like the word benefactor. It makes me sound like an evil supervillain, rather than, you know, British man with a wheel behind him. And so, yeah, as a man with many benefactors, I can say that one of these is for neighbor. Also, yeah, anyone have any better names for the horse on his behalf? And then also, Glit in the car, I'm looking for your name still. Haven't seen it yet, so if you've said something, I might have missed it while being in the Nether. We'd love to hear what it was. See, I think we went for a whole day and night, chat. That was a long trip to the Nether, but that means it's day. We've survived 51 days now. Very exciting stuff. Wilfred, says Andrew. You know, it's just not as good of a name, is it? So yeah, this is in fact a disappointment. Oh no, 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 my keyboard, no. I can't, I think the backspace is permanently pressed on my keyboard. Oh, chat, I don't know how that's possible. Okay, I don't know what, okay, I'll take the backspace key off my keyboard. I'm gonna just, oh no, what did I do? Unplug, shake it off, plug it back in. Okay, I'm just gonna, it's like, it's underneath my monitor, my keyboard, which is a real big problem. Oh, I started recording. Oh god, oh no, what is happening here? Okay, so I wanna write on this sign, chat. Oh, okay, it's working. No, it's not. My backspace key presses when it just presses randomly. Also, if I press the shift key, oh, it stopped happening, but it would paste the YouTube live stream link or the Amazon air fryer link. Wasn't going well. Okay, so I know this is a very low tier issue to have, but pro tip: don't spill your drink on your stuff, and also don't have a wheel do it. Okay, so disappointment is gone, but it's disappointment, and I don't know the other name. You know, we're gonna get a name for the horse too. But in the meantime, still looking for Glit in the car. Parrot Pegleg. Okay, we'll get a parrot and we'll call him Pegleg. How do you tame a parrot? It's cookies, right? Yeah, it's cookies. Let's so we need wheat and we need some cocoa beans. I learned from Minecraft that both in the real world and in Minecraft, if you give parrots cookies, they become your friends. And so it's what I do just all the time. Like by default, it works out all the time too. It's really, oh god, what's happening? Okay, this is fun. Everything is fun. I have no issues with anything. A most professional Minecraft live stream. Yeah, some people would say like, wow, you really should fix that before... Come on, just damn it. Why is it doing this to me? Why is it moving in random directions too? Okay, so I'm just going to wait for it to... It's specifically trying to avoid what I'm doing it for too. Okay, so it is my keyboard. Okay, we got it. Come on. Okay, so we're gonna use the keyboard and like shift. Okay, you can shift and then enter, and that works as inventory management. So we just have to. What is happening with this keyboard? Okay, I am gonna try and unplug my mouse first. Okay, it's not the mouse. It is the keyboard. My keyboard is plugged in a very far. Oh no, not again! Okay, so as you can see, this is poor design, but I didn't. Okay, if I move this back closer to the green screen, now I don't. Nope, I still knock it. If I move it back closer to the green screen at a better angle, I don't know. Is that? Nope. Still gets knocked when I try to get out the chair. So we just gotta. There we go. We move past the wheel, and we go, and I find the keyboard. It's probably the red cable. No, that's my microphone. It's this one then? Okay, I've unplugged chat. And now I'm going to replug. A classic in-out maneuver. You go in, out, you shake it all about, you do the hokey pokey, you turn around, and the keyboard is not fixed, is it? This is not my definition of fixed. It's very weird that it's deciding to move in random directions too. I hope the keyboard isn't dead, but it's not a good sign, is it? It's not a good sign at all. So yeah, if we just don't use chess. Oh my. Okay, so we don't use chess for the rest of the stream. We'll be more than good. It seems like. Are we gonna have no problems if so? I think so. I think we should be more than safe. Okay, so today we're going to do the nice, easy, simple thing, and we're going to. Oh look, it's sort of working now, chat. No, it's sort of working. It's closer to working. It's not messing me up as much, right? Yeah, that's good. Okay, so in this chest go these blocks. Oh look, yeah, it's just about working, chat. It's better than it was before. That is a huge improvement, I think. Ultra hardcore. Minecraft, but my keyboard doesn't work. Is an interesting twist on the formula. You've got to admit. You can't say I don't know. Good ideas. Okay, so don't you have another keyboard anywhere in your YouTuber house? You know, Evan Murphy, it's a good question, and the answer should be yes. But I'm going to be honest with you, the answer is not yes. So we can make some golden ingots, which I'm going to need to do anyway, right? And now we have to make the decision, chat. Do I go back to the Nether and trade for some ender pearls? Or do I use my... Oh, wait. We're finally getting some breeding done. I've been waiting forever for this. This is not how I thought villager breeding would look. But I'm willing to accept that that's how it does look. We're going to grab some slabs. No, we're not. We're going to grab some slabs. Remove my diamonds. Okay, it's getting worse. Why is this happening like this? Okay. I can't unplug my keyboard because my mouse is plugged into my keyboard, chat. I know that's a poor decision now. I could unplug both, but there's a time I might really need them. Yeah, I'll just unplug both. It's probably bad to send electrical impulses. Oh, god damn it. I hate the setup I have right now. I am not a professional YouTuber. Okay, I've unplugged my keyboard. I've unplugged my mouse. I'm controller only now. Yeah, that's fine. See now, look at this chat. I have solved my problems by unplugging everything. I don't know why it is that I leave solving technical issues like this to the last minute. But I get this like real pre-stream anxiety about like, oh god, yeah, if you delay it too much longer, people just assume like blank blah blah, you know, like sometimes people say like, yeah, it's just easier just to start streaming and work it out there. But I think if we I think we've got to just say, okay, let's solve it. Let's solve it now. And let's solve it good. You need a backup keyboard and a backup for that too. So here we are surviving and we're thriving, and I am going back. Also, if you spilled a drink on it, it's randomly shorting across the different keys. It would cause you random control issues. But you'd figure it'd be random letters, like it would start typing, but it was always the weird ones. Okay, so chat. We love and we hate you, Wheel. Indeed we do. I have to be very cautious because if anything comes into the game, like if anything takes my focus away from Minecraft, I won't have my keyboard to fix it. But now we can at least play Minecraft, the game that I am here to play, which is the important thing. We're going to put our gold in this pile. And I think that we're going to just start mining the... We're going to go looking for a fortress now before we deal with the bastion. On the way to a fortress, we might discover something. And we need to make a brewing stand if we want to trade for emeralds. So I think, yeah, the gold is right now a nice distraction unless we need it, in which case it will be more than that. So let's go... I need some more... No, we're going to be mining a lot of netherrack now. We'll go the other direction and then come back, I guess. Maybe just don't put fancy drinks directly next to the setup that literally makes up your job, sis. You know, I got a rule against reading out negative comments. So, despite having just read that, I'll say there's an interesting thing about positivity and negativity, right? Like, you can really attract a large amount of one or the other by specifically seeking it out. I think one of the weirdest things that proves this is, funnily enough, Twitter, right? Almost everyone is obsessed with Twitter, but then hates what it is that they find there. Like, it's like, a similar thing might be YouTube to a smaller extent. You might really hate that you spend so long watching it, but then spend the same. I think Reddit is another classic example. All good social media knows exactly what it is that you seek out in large quantities, and then gives you exactly what it is you're seeking, and that hurts us. Like, we almost, like, it's funny in a weird way. Because the thing that would be best for people to seek out is like, yeah, I want to specifically seek out things that are only good for you. But as we all know, oh, interesting. Do we want to go through this cave? Probably not. Let's give it a quick peek, just in case. I don't see any value in this. Nether caves should be interesting, but right now they're just not, in my opinion. Okay, back to what I was saying. It's really interesting to me that people will seek things that are actively not good for them. And I think I have this problem with comments sometimes. Like, I've heard of many creators basically going into the same space of, if you want to make better stuff, the best thing to do is to seek out criticism and then try and, like, solve it, basically. But this, and, you know, that's like a valid, how do you improve things that you're making technique. In my opinion, it's valid. But where it creates problems, we're going to dig out one of each of these on alternate sides to make this fun pattern like this. But where it becomes a problem is once you start seeking out this negativity like this, trying to provide balance and stuff like that, you just start actively seeking out people who are basically being mean to you. Because honestly, most criticism on the internet is not constructive. You know, even I think there are a lot of people who will not, you know, like, even right now, if I'm like, oh man, my keyboard is randomly shorting out, the solution of like, don't put drinks there, it's not constructive, right?
Water bottle with a lid fund. Donate, spin, smile.
My water bottle. Oh god! 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 Oh I'm okay. That was scary. I was showing off my water bottle in a place I probably shouldn't have been. Bad timing, sorry. Don't you worry, I'll give you a spin on the wheel of Toy Cat too. I hate this. I hate I have a really poor distance between the green screen and the camera and the light, and I've been trying to work out a way to make it better for a while now. I think I need to bring the camera further forward, so I'll be bigger in it like this, but then you won't see my hands as bad. There's like a, it's a silly problem I've had a position. But anyway, but my point being, so yeah, you start seeking out criticism because you're like, that's how I improve. But most criticism is not constructive. If you ask people like, how do you, like, I don't know, if you ask someone like, oh yeah, so I'm looking to improve my fashion sense. Could you tell me what's wrong with it right now? People just be like, well, you dress like you're poor or something dumb like that. Oh yeah, you just don't dress cool. And it's like, that's, you know, or like, if you ask someone for criticism on your your cooking skills. They'll say, yeah, just the problem is that you're not making food that tastes good. Also, I've got to go up to 52, right? When we went up to 52. My bad. Okay, so... oh, okay, run. So I'm going to put up some barriers there, I think. That feels to me like a good investment. Also, probably building this out... Oh, God, I don't like this at all. Okay, let's just run to the side of that. Don't read chat in the nether. Good life prep. Are you able to update the day counter without a mouse and keyboard? The weird thing is I actually am, because it uses a separate piece of hardware. In case you're curious, fun fact. I feel like there's no good reason for it to be a separate piece of hardware, but basically every streamer has a stream deck. And thankfully, that is the useful tool for me today. So I figured this might lead me somewhere interesting, but I think it's probably just going to lead me in circles around the area. I could mine some gold nuggets, but I don't really want those. I do need my nether quartz when we find some. But for now, this works. Also, am I lost again? I don't know how it happened. But here we are. Actually, this is better than lost. I mean, this is better than found. So after all of that, we have found ourselves directly into a a bastion delta, right? So that's rough. If I bridge this way enough. Oh, God, don't do that to me. People don't realize they have to say I used information to give good criticism. Yeah, most criticism isn't very useful. If you want to... The craziest thing is actually improving is really hard. This is something... If you ever speak to anyone who works in a big creative company, this is something they can confirm for you. Whenever someone pitches an idea, people find it really hard to criticize other people's ideas unless they want to criticize the person. Like, we almost have this really terrible hardwired trait that we don't criticize... oh, wow, we were right there, apparently. The whole time. Didn't even need to go through this whole thing. We have this terrible hardwired trait of criticizing and praising people more than we criticize and praise ideas. You know, this is a thing that people start to realize again recently of, like, certain political leaders. Your political guy can do nothing wrong, but the other political guy can do nothing right. You know, when the guy you don't like announces something you agree with, it's like clearly, oh, it's fake, or it's a scam, or it's a lie. And when the guy that you do like announces something bad, it's like, well, he doesn't mean that. He's just saying it to attract voters, or whatever the noise is, right? People do have lots of justifications. Also, I can't believe we found... Oh, no! Oh, got it. Okay, I'm eating. Okay, that was poor. That was... Okay, chat. I'm very sorry. I have sinned quite seriously. I am getting the heck out of that. I am alive, though, and the golden apple was the savior that it needs to be. Okay, so the Nether is a really, really scary place. Especially with lava, especially when lava eats you up. But a golden apple or two will put you right on your way. You get Java level healing. It just takes one of the most valuable items in the game. We're going to make sure we get past and around that. And we're looking around for a Nether fortress if you're curious. I would like to find one. Politics in the Nether never goes well. I hate when people with the same opinion as me get mad when I don't support them spreading misinformation. I agree with that one, the cat in the cone. Like, we should... I think that healthy people are willing to be like, yeah, if you like something, you should want it to be the best version of what it can be. And that means, you know, like, not blindly supporting things, and also not blindly hating things. Like, a lot of people are just as bad at blind hatred as blind support. And that is a problem. Like, objectively speaking, this is awful, by the way. This is really, really, real bad. There's 2 ghasts blocking the way back home, and I don't know what to do about that. I am so scared right now. I'm surviving, but not for long. As you can see, this is a terrifying situation with 2 of the scariest mobs with the most damage potential attacking me. But at the same time, all I've got to do is get out of there and get out of all of this. This is a scary situation, but staying calm, keeping focused is important. My focus is I get home to my safe place, or I'm getting to somewhere where these things can't hurt me anymore. And I think the warp forest is both of those things. Not ideal at all. And so, yeah, here I am in a warp forest. It's spooky, but that's all right. I'm going to chop down a few trees. I think I want this for some part of my wall, maybe. So we'll take some of this back. Maybe some warp fungi out of us, too. Just these things alone should go real well. Mine a few of these. We don't have any of the fun blocks, but that's fine. And then we'll finish chopping down a tree, I guess. It's some good wood. Now we're going to go back to the overworld. I think I've outstayed my welcome here. I do want to be in this biome and I do want to explore it, but it is important to take regular breaks. And in these breaks, the goal is to heal up fully. I don't want to be in the Nether with health that doesn't regenerate naturally. That's my crazy hot take. And so I'm going to get back. I'm going to build a pathway through this. Now, don't look anyone in the eye. That is a good pro tip for certain neighborhoods and indeed the warp forest. The warp forest is the liminal space of Minecraft. Oh, here is the tunnel. Oh! Do we have to do it, chat? I'm not going to do it. I don't need to do it. I would rather avoid it if I can. Just for the sake of getting this off. This is a more important right now thing. The golden apple can come later. We have had a time in the Nether. And I will be coming back when I have health. I think is the name of the game now. We will be back when things are safer. That seems like a reasonable stance for me to be taking. And so that is the stance I am taking. Okay. Scary, 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 scary. The Nether should be consumed in moderation. That is a good life pro tip, that is. Always consume the Nether in moderation. You never do know what's just around the corner. Oh, okay. So, got me a bowl. Got me a cobblestone. Which, by the way, I should finish this little section off. Like, I know it doesn't need to be done or anything, but it just seems like a small bit of protection. And I'm paying for a sub, says ABXman18. I don't know where you can buy a sub for $2 now, but I would love to purchase. Oh God, no, not now, not now, not now. Okay. Oh Lord. Oh no. It's bad, chat. It's real bad. I don't want to be on 2 hearts. This is not my idea, and it's dark, but that's fine. Just straight to bed before anything can hurt me. By the way, we've survived just about 53 days in Minecraft. Ultra hardcore. So I'll be spending a little bit of time in the overworld again. Hope you can understand why. I've had a great time in the Nether, and I do intend to get back to it. But for now, I think we should focus on the things that let me live. So I'll chop down some trees. That's an important step, obviously. And I'm also going to... Okay, so first of all, inventory management, I guess. I have a whole chest full of Nether blocks. In there can go all of these things. Then I am going to... Oh, I never picked up any warp fungus because of the thing. I'll put the warp stem in here then, I guess. I like the warp stem. I feel like it could really help out my house. I feel like I'm going to use some warp stem for something. However, we are now going to work on the wall that's going to go around my world. So I have a lot of amethyst blocks, as you might know. And these amethyst blocks are going to make a very jingly-jangly wall around the world. We couldn't decide whether a lip around the edge made more sense than one of these down at the bottom. And so I think the solution is to go with a bit of both. We'll have a lip on the edge, like this. And then we'll have some stairs on the bottom. Maybe facing the other way, actually. Which could go like this. And so the clever thing about that is we'd have kind of 2 lips in there. And it'll look ridiculous from the side, don't get me wrong. But that would be fun, would it not? Actually, wait, no, instead of doing this, we'd have the glass down here. And then you get this fun effect of being able to see through the wall, but not having to deal with what's on the other side. So that is my plan. We're going to make a bunch of purple stained glass. And then we're going to use said purple stained glass to say good. So... let's now make ourselves a bowl of soup, by the way. Bowls of soup do save lives. It is a, I've got 7 oxide daisies, which means as long as I don't take any damage before it's all good, that is 7 bowls of soup, and I will be using every single one of these. Anyway, now that I've finalized my design, I think it's a pretty decent one. It's important to do the next important step, which is, I guess, building the thing. So we'll put some stairs there. We'll put some stairs there. We could go for like a yellow-pink pattern, like go in and out of one into the other. It's a whole fun thing. But yeah, let's go hit. First of all, I'm gonna celebrate my life with other side. It's so close to being good. Dude. It's somewhere between 1 and 2 of these. I think if we made the redstone slightly longer, that could probably solve our problem there. Yeah, now it sounds like it's deliberately on a loop, which might be good. I bet if we just, like, reroute this, make the redstone path a bit longer or a bit shorter, we could probably do this and make it kind of perfect. Okay, so now that we're back... by the way, I'm listening to a lot of Other Side recently. No reason why. You don't have to question what possibly could be my reason. I just really like the song. And, because, you know, one of the fun things... Okay, so I built Other Side because I really like the track in Minecraft. And it's really helped me understand how the song is. Like, when you hear a tune, you don't think of it as 6 notes. You just think do-do-do-do-do-do. But being able to, like, understand it's like... Do-do-do-do. It's like 5 do's, a little gap, and then a do. Do-do-do-do. You see that? Then there's a tiny gap after the high before the low, which affects how you would be able to, say, sing something to it, which is interesting. I'm learning about musical theory from Minecraft, which is fun. So I'm going to put the gas tier and the puffish in here. I now can make... Oh, by the way, we've got regen potions. I just forgot about these. Wait, did I grab the regen potions? Okay, chat, what I'm going to do... I need to survive, and so I worked out something fun. Okay, would it be better to play the music disc? Okay, let's go get the music disc right now. No, more seriously, I remember there's a whole chest full of potions. I was thinking, I don't really need these, because I'm currently in the midst of death. However, right now might be that time. Let's go to the scary place. Remember, I know my way out of here. Do not come to the deep dark if you are not emotionally prepared. We also have a whole name tag in here. That's fun. Got 2 of them locked down now. That fall is so stressful. I'm glad it's not just me that thinks that way. It really is very stressful, isn't it? Okay, so we walk up here. And I believe it's this chest which has all the potions in. Yeah, look at this. So we can drink a whole regen 2 potion. Just throw the bottle back in the chest. Hope no one notices. And then look at that. I can get 4 more. And it seems as though one of these gives you just enough health to recover from a bad trip to the Nether, I think. We've got some iron leggings we could disenchant later, maybe. We'll keep them with us anyway. But look at that, chat. I have 4 of these potions now, meaning the Nether is as good as conquered, at least until something really, really, really bad happens. But that's a problem I'm going to think about when I need to think about it. For now... Okay, what I'm thinking for now, chat, I'm just going to break all 3 of those Skulk Shriekers and then get out of here. Because every time you leave the Ancient City and then enough time passes, maybe enough sleeps pass, the problems go away. So I'm going to mine those 3 and I'm going to get out of here. And then next time I want to come through, I'll be able to do it. So, chat, if I die, just know I don't regret this. Let's go. Gone, gone, gone. I'm out of here. Oh. Okay, so no warden spawned. No warden spawned. I am safe. Look at that. I know what I'm doing, I think. So now I can go back in there. Assuming no warden, of course. Oh, God. Oh, okay. That was a really bad idea. Okay. Now that's definitely summoning a warden. No question. No, 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 no. But yeah, as you can see, I have 4 potions, and I have now made it safer for my next trip, meaning I can slowly actually get a grip on this place. But yeah, for now, we'll go to the surface. The warden can't harm you there, fun fact. Ooh. And yeah, let's go for a little drink of water. Won't be damaging the keyboard with this for sure. I recommend doing one shrieker per visit. TOTEMS, your loony streams give me acute anxiety. Does playing Other Side make it better? Do 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 do. It's so fun. I like this. Is the wheel still a thing? Says DR. It is in fact. I'm gonna have to lift it up, and then Gerald, and then Chris H has got a spin, which is going for someone in the chat. That's right. Chris H as the world's best benefactor. Can you see the... Wait, one sec, chat. I can't tell if you can because I don't have my keyboard and mouse. Can you see where the wheel... where it spins? I can't see. Is this visible right now? Can you tell that it's on an orange, and now a pink, and now a purple? Okay, you can. Thank you. Sorry, as a professional Minecraft streamer, I don't see my stream very often. Yeah, this is fun. Okay, so we're just gonna lock it in. Make sure the redstone locks itself, and we can deal with that later. What are the loot tables for the wheel? You know, that's a fun idea. Let's load up some of those, get that going. For now, though, we have put these leggings away, probably in here. And I'm also going to put away some of these regen potions. We need probably 2 at all times. More than 2 is just being, you know, a little bit excessive, I think. I also am not going to need this pork chop anytime soon. All of my food is going to be dedicated towards sus stoop, I believe. And yeah, I think it's safe to go back to the nether. But before we do, I think we'll just... Let's do the nice, easy, safe thing of just... Okay, so we'll put this in the nether chest. I'm going to go do the easy, safe thing, chat, of just chopping down some trees, getting some sticks, and feeling pretty safe. That is an important thing that we are not dedicating enough time to. Also, because this sword has mending and unbreaking on, now I can just use this to chop down bamboo. Which is fun, right? Look at this. It's raining bamboo. Hallelujah. But yeah, the sword kind of pays for its own durability. So there are no issues with this whatsoever. So, what's the matter in the nether, says Simply Pallid. You know, I need desperately to get my hands on a lot of ingredients that are only found there. And so that is the matter with the nether. If you need to know. So yeah, making a bunch of sticks is not as fun as making bamboo blocks. But it's still darn handy. Okay, so this is nice. This is great. And now we sell my several stacks of sticks to a villager. Yeah, the bamboo farm puts out sticks, which means it basically puts out emeralds, which is pretty OP if you ask me. And look how much easier it is to trade when using a controller. Wow. It works correctly. It's lovely. I could use some of these to buy crossbows, just so I can see the next trade, but I'm just going to keep on selling 6 to the man, I think. By the way, it is now time to go to the nether right after a small nap gap. So I'm going to trade... Hey, you know what? We don't need to. We've got plenty of cows here. No, I need more cows. I need more cows than I ever think that I need. It's a life lesson. The number of cows you have and the number of cows you think you have, the numbers never line up perfectly. So you need to make sure that they do. And then I'll throw this on the ground in front of it so future me knows what to do. Let's go to bed. It is officially... It's almost as if the bedrock trading is designed for controllers. Let's say that we've survived 54 days because it is day 55, chat. I haven't died yet, and I don't intend to soon. And what is my solution for that? Honestly, I don't know. I don't have a good solution. My real solution is just hoping and praying, and so far it's working great. But more seriously, the nether is the biggest risk place for me personally. I think this is a hard thing to admit. Like, knowing your own weaknesses is hard, and one of my weaknesses is the nether. I don't do a very good job at avoiding conflict points here. Okay, that's a skeleton. He's gonna... It's not for long, it's not. So I don't do a great job at mitigating the problems which I can run into in the nether. And that is something I should be doing. So I'm gonna run to the warp forest, I think. If only because it's more dangerous, but needs the extra work, right? So we'll mine some of these blocks just because they're kind of there and they will allow me to jump later. And we'll just mine whatever we can as we jump along this, actually. I've got the pickaxe durability. It's fine. You don't have a chest plate? Oh. I don't. I'm not going to have a helmet soon either. That's a problem. That's a big problem. We'll solve it later. No, I'm going to make an iron chest plate and an iron helmet. That's it sucks to go back so soon after getting here, chat. But I think that's a reasonable. I think if my helmet is about to die, that is a very, very, very serious concern. So I'll get a new gold helmet and a new iron chest plate. We could even go for a diamond chest plate, actually. Chat, diamond chest plate or iron chest plate? I think, given my previous situation...
Late toy cat tax. Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel! Let's go! Land on a yellow. Get yourself a fun thing for the world. Oh, Lord! Sorry to say, Cheeky Fox, appreciate the toy cat tax, but sadly, the wheel does not. The wheel is jealous of your spirit and your soul and all of the other things that you have, and it doesn't. And so the wheel is saying no. But I don't believe the wheel. You should have some sort of gold armor on regardless. Yeah, exactly. Oh, do you see that lag, by the way? Whoa. Chat, is everything okay? Is the game really, really laggy for you? Or is that my screen? Oh. Is everything fine, chat? Are you good? Oh, yeah, that was... The game does not like when I switch dimensions. And then switch dimensions back too quickly. Yeah, that was weird. That was spooky. Did not like it. Did not like it. Okay, so one more bowl of suspicious stew to replace what we've lost. Why is everything going to prevent this stream? They just don't want you to see it. The elites are sitting there trying to stop you from seeing these streams. But I will stop them from stopping you, I tell you. Okay, so I think we're going to invest the diamonds in a chest plate. And then invest the gold in a helmet. And just... I think that's the logical way to do things. A diamond chest plate is a big investment. But I do believe that it's one of the best ones we can make in a world where dying is permanent. Crazy opinion, I know. But so we'll use a regular gold helmet. We could even enchant the gold helmet. No, we couldn't. That'd be stupid. We'll enchant the gold helmet later, maybe. But for now, we run around the village and we say that we have a little bit of time to go into the nether. Let's go put mending on the chest plate. No, I'm going to enchant the chest plate with other things first. Mending always goes on after, in my opinion. So now we are going to just go to the scary part of the nether. Just real quick, make our way there. And then we're going to... The skeletons that are spawning here are causing me so much grief. Let's just stop that being a thing. Let's just say no to skeleton grief. That's my new official campaign here. I'm not going to allow it anymore. You can try all you like, skeletons, but you're not getting in this. Mind these blocks too, because they kind of just get in the way, right? And now down we go. But yeah, knowing your own weaknesses is hard, but it's important. You know, the reason people look for criticisms is because, like, you don't know your own weakness. What is it really all about? And so I think that's something I'd like to say. Can you finance your diamond chest plate? Yeah, if we just make a few small installments now, we can pay the balance by a later date, and hopefully someone won't take it away. Also, hi ibxtoycat, I'm new to your channel, says Chorus34. I hope that you enjoy what you find here. I do believe in a helpful yet honest look at Minecraft, about its updates, its news, and everything else. And I hope that you enjoy it. I think that these Minecraft challenges are actually surprisingly a great way to show off some tips. So right now, for example, we're in a basalt delta. The tip for this biome is get through it as fast as you can. There are lots of things in Minecraft where taking your time and being slow is not just, you know, like a good idea in terms of it allows you to play the game and maybe have more fun, but also it will actually make things easier. This biome is one where the faster you get through, the happier you'll be. If you spend a lot of time in there, mobs will spawn and those mobs will ruin your day, maybe even your life. I'm not sure, you know. So I'm now going to make a tunnel through this biome, Now that I know that the other side is over here, and we know that the other side is good, we're going to make a tunnel through this so I don't have to deal with it. Do you see how scary it is in this biome? The easiest way to deal with every single biome in the Nether is to not deal with them. That is my recommendation. Oh no, scary biome causing me problems. What do you do? Oh, okay. What do? We run through in such a way that it can't hurt me anymore. So that's what we do starting over here. We just make a new tunnel through this wall. And we just keep on going until nothing can hurt me anymore. It takes a little bit of time to build the tunnel. But then once we're through it, we now have no more mobs that can harm me. And eventually, nothing will spawn in here. The basalt delta is filled of skarsts, you know, big, scary, explosive white things. And it's filled with magma cubes, big, scary, non-explosive red things. And neither of them can spawn in tunnels that are 2x1, but you can run through these, making them absolutely wonderful. I think, clearly in that biome. If you stop to think, though, I think your brain, you know, you have to just run first, think second. You do need to learn that means don't jump in lava, admittedly. That's very important. But otherwise, it's a whole thing. Also, explosive white things is the real mushroom. Yeah, you know, that's the sort of thing that you they search your luggage for when you go to the airport. But I mean the other explosive white thing. Also, TOTEMS, I hope yesterday went smoothly for you with the transit strike. Says Jeebus. There's an interesting problem, I think. This is the tragedy of the commons that every strike. Oh, stop it, game. I'm trying to. You know I'm trying to place blocks over there. Don't you do it this way. There's an interesting problem with so there were train strikes yesterday, so but I had plans, and so I was gonna cancel them. Oh, so come on. That was a case where maybe thinking clearly would save me a lot of pain. I could just drink the regen, but I'm not going to yet. The regen is the last ditch save, I think. Yeah, it's really weird. So in the UK, there were train strikes. There've been train strikes going on for like a year, and they aren't seemingly changing anything. You know, like the government is unsympathetic. It just means that lots of people that rely on trains now can't use them, and now have to make alternate plans, right? Which could be really good on a making sure that you know how important they are level. But I think it's like it lowers the number of people who use the service, therefore lowering the value that they are delivering. And it's like, there are sometimes problems where, because of the complicated ways that structures are organized, people will harm their own interests because it is the only way to help their short-term interests. And, you know, I totally understand even why that is. Like, I would hit a button that said get paid, you know, 10% more if it meant that, you know, maybe there's a risk to the long-term career or something like that. I can see why you'd want to. But it's also like it's a problem that there are so many public sector unions that private sector strikes are a really great thing, I think, because it means, oh yeah, if you would like to do, you know, if that company wants to make money today, they have to pay their employees more. Whereas a public sector strike means like, oh yeah, if the public who already pay for the thing via their taxes want to do something, or they have to vote for the right politicians who will do it, because right now the wrong politicians won't do it. It's like, so you're punishing people for electoral decisions they made 4 years ago. That is weird, you know. Whereas when you're in a private sector union, you're punishing people for the you're punishing your employer for not paying you right now. You say money or strike right now, and you know, even though some people find that to be combative, I'm like, you know, it has its whole own set of issues. It's a big thing there. I wish fire resistance was easier to get. I'm surprised that it's not, honestly. I think trains are private sector, said Pickled Witch. But the contracts are negotiated. So actually, fun fact, trains seem like they're private, but they're not in the UK. They're public-private, weird mix. I agree with public sector strikes are necessary. I think everyone would like it better if it was the private sector striking, right? Like, you know, if you really don't like that, like, you know, what insert blank company here is doing this thing, it's nice to be like, you know, a classic example is like when the car maker people go on strike. They're like, yeah, we won't make cars for you again, so you can't sell cars. until you agree to pay us the wage that we want for doing so. You know, like everyone has the right to not work for companies when they're not paying them. But it gets a bit messier when like public sector strikes are in particularly well protected. And it's like, but isn't that just whatever? The fact that whether trains are public or private sector depends on your nation is really weird. I think there's a lot of things like that. This is one of my favorite things. Is like as I like to think about. Like anyone, I'm sure it's interesting to wonder what the best way for the world to run is. And it's interesting because there's a lot of things. Like healthcare is a classic example, obviously. But like, you know, trains, buses, is public transport a public good that is paid for by the public? Or is it not? Who knows for sure? It's hard to be certain. Also, yeah, I am slowly but surely recovering my losses, but I need to get some oxeye daisies if I'm going to do this better. So let's now... I'm not going to breed any more cows, actually. I'll just throw this on the ground again. Let's now combine the helmets together. That should hopefully get to a full helmet again. Wonderful. Let's put the splash potion of weakness away, and then let's pick up some oxeye daisies. There's a bunch of them lying around, thankfully. In Singapore, trains are run by a combination of the government and private companies. Yeah, the MTR, I believe they call it that in Hong Kong too. Not MTR. Yeah, mass transit. RM. Yeah. Anyway, it's already the most efficient system of basically anything, right? Is like you run something very strict with strict conditions of the government for the private sector. I believe is how, at least that's how countries choose to do it. You maybe you disagree on the word efficient, I guess. There could be some debate. But yeah, basically everywhere that does things super efficiently does it that way. Because government doesn't have incentives to do things, they have incentives to look like they're doing things, and private companies have incentives to make money, i.e. by, you know, doing whatever their task, whatever it is that you incentivize a private company by. And so that's the way you usually fix it. In Scotland, buses are free till the age of 22. It must really suck when you turn 23. Or actually, in fact, I wonder if they do they ask for ID when you get on the bus at 18? That's a cool concept. Also, I always think when I hear stuff like that, because in the rest of the UK, you get like a third off train travel when you're between 16 and 25. It's like half of train travel till you're 16, a third off till that. It's like really weird start and end points for basically everything. And it always makes me think like, you always create these weird hard borders where it's like, all of a sudden you've graduated from paying this to paying that. Okay, that's a skeleton, but he can't hurt me now. I'm running away from the skeleton. No pain for me. Did you upload a video while doing a spleen? Says Gregory. I'm not doing a spleen. Okay, if I have, thank you for letting me know my video released. It's a good one, I hope. It's definitely a good one. I definitely hope. Okay, so yeah, okay. 5 rare seeds that change everything. Wonderful. Looks good to me. Should children just be offered free services universally? There's a really interesting argument in that, right? Like at some point, but the video did drop. Thank you, Jeebus. Oh god, run through this. This is scary, this is bad, this is not ideal. And then let's run through this and see where we end up. Yeah, back to what I was saying. I think the Nether is scary, and I would like to not die here. So we're not going to talk about politics. But what I am going to say is the weird line of when you become, like, a person and not is kind of deliberately blurred all of the time by basically everyone. Oh, Lord, I'm going to get wrecked. I'm going to get wrecked, chat. I'm going to get wrecked. Oh, somehow not. Somehow that didn't end up the bad way. So this is a warp forest. I might find a Nether fortress here. And even if I don't, it's a really chill biome to explore. But I have now traveled an insane distance in my world. Like, this is the equivalent of 2,400 overworld blocks. So if we don't find one here, we're going to have to start going back the other way. So I'll chop down some trees to, like, take advantage of it. I can use these for some building project somewhere in the world. I feel like warped wood is, like, universally loved, right? No one hates warped wood. We can also pick up some warped fungi. It's a nice blue block, and it'll be great. No mentions of Star Wars here. Exactly. No religion, no politics, no Star Wars. It's what the Never demands. Who are you to say no to the Never? But yeah, I hate how public transport in England considers 16-year-olds adults in terms of fares. It's always wild too. Like the fun question is like, well, how do you prove you're 16 or not? Basically, every entitlement has that problem, right? Of like, how do you prove that you are entitled to the thing that you say you are? And basically, for most of this is a crazy fact. In the UK, again, outside of Scotland, basically everything has like an asterisk when you're talking about Scotland. So in the UK, you get free prescriptions for like 10 different reasons. If you're on any form of benefits, you get free prescriptions. If you're under the age of 20 something, you get free prescriptions. Over the age of blank, you get prescriptions. Are you a student? Free prescriptions. Everyone else has to pay like £9. Like it's not a huge amount for, you know, an unlimited amount of medication. But so the way it works is you fill out a form saying, are you entitled to free prescriptions? And if you hit yes, they give you the prescription for free. And if you hit no, they don't. It's like basically trust-based, right? Also, wow, a second bastion. Not what I need today, but very interesting to find regardless. How did I even get down here? I climbed down the tree, I guess. Very, very interesting. Reminds me of basically like a lot of systems kind of come down to a trust at a certain point, which is nice because it implies that like either people aren't willing to lie to some extent, or you know that like people would only like things they're entitled to. Because there's always some percent of people who will like deliberately blur the system to get what they want. I mentioned before my friend managed to get my plumber actually, maybe not my friend anymore, but my plumber managed to get 2 driving licenses, and I was like, wow, that's really handy. Like it would be so incredibly handy to have a second driving license, right? And it's just like, yeah, you just say that you lost your previous one, and then like they can't ask for proof that you've lost it, and so they don't. They just say, oh, that sucks that you lost it. We'll send out a new one, and then you get 2 driving licenses. You just end up with 2, and all you got to do is lie to one faceless entity, and it's annoying because I want to do that, but I don't. You know, like I believe in truth. I don't like to. I don't want to just lie for small petty gains. If I'm gonna lie, it better be for keeps, right? Like I will. If you you know the Kantian logic that if someone comes into your house and asks you where your wife and children are because they want to murder them, like, you know, there is a logic you should never lie even in the extreme situations like that. But I would say no, actually in that situation I will lie. I'll tell them where the children are, and then I'm going to take the wife and we're going to run away, and we're going to have new children because they're quite easily replaceable. But licenses are not free. I guess you could argue like, yeah, it's got it does have some replacement cost that's slightly less than getting a new one, but still, it's so incredibly handy because then there are places that ask for a driving license and you can just like give it to them, you know, without having to like give up your whole thing. There's so many, like I have 2 wallets. I bring one with me when I travel, one with me in the UK. Sometimes I need my driving license in both places. And so it would be very, very handy, in my humble opinion. Okay, so up we go. TOYCAT, confusing kids of villages, 2023 colorized. Morals of TOYCAT, sacrifice the children to save yourself. Yeah, exactly. If you don't believe in sacrificing the children to save yourself, your children will sacrifice you, and you'll feel real bad about it. I mean, sacrificing the children to save yourself is not an unfair explanation of what policy has been for a very long time. Because children are so expensive, especially like raising a bad child is expensive. Like if you want to feed a child, you know, what's the worst? You know, what's the most lazy, abusive way to raise a child? Feed it chicken nuggets all day, every day. That gets expensive. The 20-piece meals are not cheap. People can say they are, but those are people who don't appreciate what cheap means. And so, yeah, ultimately, do you have a copy of your birth certificate? Why not a second driving license? Yeah, exactly. Why can't, like, everyone asks for originals all the time for this, that. There are places that are like, yeah, we'll just hold on to your driving license till you get back. Problem solved. You can have my driving license. Also, wow, that is a long journey. We really are starting to get quite far from our base. What would you do with a second driving license? I drive a second car is what I would do, Simply Pallid. Don't question how that makes sense, because if you do, it will start to fall apart really quickly. Yeah, I think here in Norway we have our driving license on the phone as an app. I don't see why it shouldn't be that way. But again, I am not in charge of the government. I don't make the driving licenses. I just want a second one. Also, I don't think I have any brown mushrooms left. Oh no, there's 25. I should put these together in one spot in the inventory, really. Shouldn't I? There we go. One more suspicious stew. Brings me all the way, by the way, chat, up to full health. I'm feeling pretty good. Right now, I'm doing pretty good, honestly. Raising a child like a cat is pretty abusive. You feed them and pet them every once in a while, otherwise neglecting them. There's a lot of children that have grown up that way. Some of them probably grow up to be serial killers. Some of them grow up to be geniuses. I think extreme adversity is a real sorting process. I think if everyone, when you grow up in ideal conditions, you probably grow up to be a lot more normal. But normal isn't always the ideal thing for the world. It's ideal for the individual, maybe, but it's not ideal for the world. Okay, so speaking of not being ideal for the world, before we go back into the Nether, because I'm just picking up a lot of blocks, the Nether is going to be where I'm going to get some stuff done. But this wall around the village needs to. Also, every time I come back to the overworld, it causes lag. I'm sorry, chat. I'm very sorry. My bad. Don't mean to hurt you so bad, but yet I do. Okay, so these are all of my shroom lights. I love them. Gonna work out a use for them, but not right now. Then we're gonna make some spaces for these things. And then we're gonna try plug in my keyboard again, chat. It probably has dried by now. Yeah, if it hasn't dried yet, that should do it. Okay, so I'm gonna plug it back in. We're gonna see what happens. Okay. No! Why is it doing this to me? Okay, I thought it would be better. Chat. I thought we'd be fine, but it's still moving around randomly. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. Okay, so... Oh, goddamn, I hate this. Okay. I should just get a better setup where I don't knock the wheel every single time. Hello, everyone. It is a Sunday here in the UK. I try to sometimes take Sundays as like chill days, but I feel like having a weekend to stream is like a really important thing. So I try my best to like fit in some stream time here and there, and I hope that it's something you appreciate. I'm just gonna guilt you all now. That's the whole plan. I'm just gonna say, yeah, you could be on the sofa watching Netflix right now. Could be playing some Starfield, while I play it while listening to a podcast. But instead, what I chose to do is I decided to work on my Minecraft world, partially because I guess we're gonna just to keep this easy. Yeah, I don't want that to... I guess we'll just move this way. And we'll have the wall go at specific 90-degree angles. We will build blocks underneath the wall here. Yeah, we'll have to build a block underneath it, like some cobblestone or something. But that's fine. And then we'll bring it down a layer, or just kind of keep it on top of something else. That works great. We could be doing that too, but instead we're watching you. You know what? Thank you for spending your time with me, Banana Diamonds. But, yeah, every time, I think, it's sometimes easy to get, like, frustrated at a small thing that, like, probably should have been fixed a long time ago. And I don't think I'm the only one. I think it's a surprisingly common thing to be like, yeah, there's, like, a list of problems that, like, I kind of am neglecting right now. But, like, you know, by neglecting those problems, I allow myself to do much more important things. Okay, so this is going to be, like, either an official gate into the village or something like that. But that's going to be the ending point on this side. I like that it jingle jangles, by the way. And then over here, we're going to do the same thing, protecting us from that big cave. That is the most important part of this wall, is that villagers from the cave should not be able to get in here anymore. I am very fast running out of this block. I am now out of it. But as you can see, if I've done that now, I'm going to have a little opening area. The progress of an amethyst castle. Do people always get angry for bad reasons? I think a lot of people... I think anger is a defense mechanism. It's a lot of people get really, really, really angry at things as a way to kind of like... You know, like when you're angry at something else, it's like showing dissatisfaction in a really... Also, thank you, Polly.
Here a little something for you to go towards a new keyboard. And an extra gift for you. I don't want a spin of the wheel. Hand over mouth.
You know, there's no option not to have a spin on the wheel, Polly. There is no such option. The wheel is here. Oh, it's so big. It's too big, honestly. The wheel is here, whether you want it or not. Text-to-speech tip. That is... I am going to roll for you right now. Land on a yellow. Get yourself a sign. Oh, painful. Very painful. And then I'm going to be careful. Going to move it back over here. And now I can just move it back in. Whew. Okay, so... yeah, is anger intentional, says David Cohen. Anger is semi-intentional. There are all sorts of things that we do that we say aren't intentional that 100% actually are. By the way, I think taking a break from the Nether to do a chill day of placing amethyst, this is a good way to calm myself down. I like this. We'll have a little gap in this so we can go out to our Nether portal. But to make sure that it stays safe, we'll do a lot of things. We'll have some doors. We'll just do some parkour to get over it, maybe both ways. But yeah, we'll have a little gap there, and then we'll build out this way, and then we'll build in over here. It probably has to go up this hill, so we'll do that. We'll just build on the ground and then later remove the blocks below it, and then it'll look like it's built into the hill. Yeah, that makes sense to me. And that is probably about where we're going to end it. Place some blocks there now, and we're back up to height. And then it goes all the way across here, where it naturally reaches its conclusion as it hits this fence gate, which is the only fence gate to access that, so it kind of has to stop like there. Okay, so 4 amethyst blocks sit in a chest somewhere, maybe 5. And now we have to place some purple stained glass below this, and some stairs to lip above it. So I like the idea of having like pink blank 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 yellow, or yellow blank 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 pink. With pink being like every 5 or 10 blocks. Anger is unintentional, but the things you do while angry are intentional. Yeah, that's the... So anger is, yeah, so people will say, I just get angry, I can't control myself. Factually inaccurate. Nothing makes me as angry as people who say that. I'm gonna have to drop some slurs right now. Okay, those F slur and N slurs. See, I can't say the real word without getting in real trouble, because this is the internet, and we gotta keep playing by California morality. The truth is, you know, regardless of what I can and can't say, like I'm not going, like, you know, the fact is you have full control over yourself at all times. Some things might make you want to act real bad. But you do get to decide whether you do it or not, ultimately. You are in control of yourself. That's a crazy fact, I know, wow. Can you, chat, I have this crazy stance that you actually control your own actions. I know, wild. Who thinks that? This guy thinks that, that's who. So we're gonna take 2 rose bushes, and we're gonna take 2 lapis. We're gonna make 4 purple dye, and that's gonna be more stained glass than I can think about. So 4 red dye, actually. So we're going to make 8 purple dye, which means we're going to have now 64 purple glass, which makes a heck of a lot more other stuff. So I'll get my hoe out, just because that's great. Should I get the other hoe out too? Yeah, let's go for it. So now we can put the copper away. And now we can make a lot of purple stained glass, which means a lot of purple stained glass panes. I don't even think this is that pretty. I just like the idea. I've never built something like this, chat. I think it's sometimes nice to not have so much pressure on yourself to be like, this thing that I build is the best thing I've ever built. Just build yourself something nice. But yeah, some people will act like they have no control over themselves whatsoever. Oh, it's just how things are. You know how I get when I'm excited? And that's like, you know, it's fine to say that I let my emotions get the better of me, but that is not to say I am not in control of them. You are fully in control at all times. It gets harder sometimes. Like, the classic example is like someone who, like, when they get mad, they punch the wall. They don't. I use this one all the time, actually. But when you punch the wall, when you're really mad, because like, oh, I just can't control myself. I get mad, I punch the wall. That doesn't happen in countries where the walls are made out of bricks. When people get mad here, they do other things instead. Why? Because you can control whether you choose. You know, you don't choose to do things that are painful only to you. You want to do something that is destructive to the world around you. You know, some people, it's way worse. They like hit people they care about. And it's like, I just can't control myself. It's just what I do. It's like, you can control yourself. You can choose not to hit people you care about quite easily. Most people choose it on a daily basis. Controlling emotions is pretty difficult. Controlling actions is pretty different. Yeah, controlling emotions is a functionally impossible task, which is weird because we are humans. We should be in control of our own brains. In reality, it's a bit more complicated. Because we're not really fully in control of our brains. Oh no, why did I do that? By the way, survived myself. A 57th day. Pretty pleased with myself, I would say. So yeah, I can make myself a lot more purple stained glass. And just kind of finish this out as my defense mechanism for the village. I like it personally. It's not keeping us safe from zombie villagers till we place something underneath it. Like, we either have to place dirt below it right here, chat, or we could place, like, you know, deep slate, polished or something like that. I'll give it a look. We could maybe have staircases or, you know, fences or, you know, we got lots of choices. But I want to throw controllers when I get mad, but my brain knows it's a bad idea due to me having to buy another. Yeah, some people are in really, really... what's the word? Like, really gifted circumstances, really beneficial circumstances, where if they break things, they don't have to buy the replacement, and so the destructive energy is really, really handy. The best way you can control your emotions is to calmly tell people you're feeling a lot at the moment and to go somewhere quiet and unwind. I think the best way to control your emotions is know what triggers it, and be aware that the trigger is happening before you feel the emotion. As an example of that, by the way, Pookie, howdy
Toy Cat. You're not doing the warped planks? Also, I have no luck for games of chance. Here is your allowance.
What do you reckon, Pookie? No luck on games of chance. Chat, do we reckon we can change that for her today? Let's find out. Will you get your sign in the world? Let's find out. Will a toy cat? Will Pookie land on a yellow? She says she has no luck, but... That's factually accurate, actually. You can't... so, yeah, the best thing to do is to work out when something is going to trigger your emotions, and just even being prepared for it makes a big difference. So, a great example of this. This is a really stupid one, but it's one that happens to everyone. When you don't eat, you get hungry. When you don't eat and you're trying to do other stuff, you get hangry. I mentioned, I feel like it was on the first one of these live streams. I mentioned going to Disneyland. It was 44 degrees, and I am British and don't deal with heat. And someone was just kind of rolling with it, and like I wasn't like that mean, but I was just like, I'm going somewhere cold. Goodbye, something like that. I was like, you know, moderately mean in doing so. Like it was a friend. Whole thing. Sorry, Billy, if you're watching one more time. The interesting thing about that is, like, it's the same thing. I know that when I am really temperature poorly regulated, I get, like, bothered. I want more than nothing else in the world to not feel so warm or so cold or whatever it is, you know. I don't want to feel this feeling that I'm feeling anymore. And so, if I feel like someone is in my way, you know, if someone is trying to make me feel those things, if I'm, like, burning hot and someone's like, oh, do you want to go do some cooking, sit in the oven for a bit? It's like, no, I don't want to, actually. What I want more than anything else is if you shut up about taking me to the Nether and just let me get cold. And, you know, like, oh gosh, I think the more that you, like, I would say that your brain is like two major things. It's like a primordial, you know, you've got like an animal in there, and then you've got like a real person. And sometimes the animal gets in charge. And sometimes that leads to less than ideal circumstances. Okay, so I'm going to go to the second bastion now, chat. I know going for a second bastion is a bad idea. But I think I'm going to do it anyway. I am familiar with hunger. Getting hangry is a real thing, chat. You're really hungry, and you just want to get some food. And so someone starts to get in the way of you and food. You instinctively, as an animal would do, if you take food away from a cat, it goes meow, and that's what you start doing as a human. When you're well-fed, well-watered, you know, like you know, having the reason why once your like basic needs are met, you can talk about philosophy or, you know, like the best way that to run the world is a also, saying I'm not angry, just disappointed can be a death threat in some cultures. It sounds like a thinly veiled death threat for sure. But it's really interesting. Oh, so this is a bad pathway. It just leads me to nowhere, it seems. Okay, so let's mine some basalt here and there. Worse. Oh Christ. Okay, it's fine. I'm making a lot of poor decisions here. But I do have the food to back it up, thankfully. I am going to be extra careful for a bastion before saying that, yeah, you have basic needs. Meet the basic needs and you can be a better functioning human. If you don't meet the basic needs, you're basically a wild animal. And know that about yourself. Know that if there are some things people say that really hurt you. So just be aware before you feel really hurt and you start to try and hurt them back, because hurt people. Like, just know that that's happening ahead of time, and you'll be a lot better off. So I'm just going to throw some stuff over the edge. And now we're going to come down, and that's a chest, by the way. So I'm just going to go for it. Gold boots, nice. Efficiency 2 pickaxe, very nice. A gold sword, not so nice. Chains and everything else, I'm not bothered by it. So yeah, I've definitely triggered some piglins and just not known about it. This is a village bastion, I do believe, by all that I see over there. And so I need to get myself... Dirt blocks are not a good idea. We'll use basalt for now. So I can get down from here without falling off the edge. So down there. And then over here. And then one more block down. And so again, we're trying to minimize our exposure to mobs. If we were to find a mob, I would want to very quickly get out of their way. Oh no, this is the Hoglin bastion. I hate these ones. They have the least good loot too. In my humble opinion, they have the least good loot. I think that there is not much good that can be said, but it's big and there are Hoglins. That's about the list of positive traits. This is when you have full health and full regen, this place can be a nightmare. Without both of those things, it is basically guaranteed. I think we're just not going to bother. I think we got one chest. That is pretty good as far as I'm concerned. Let's call that a day. One chest, get out. Yep, sounds good to me. It would be nice if we had more, of course. But yeah, I'm calling this quits. It was wonderful to be here, so I'm going to mine some blackstone, and then we're just going to get out. Oh, God. Okay. Just need to be more careful. I'm going to pick up some random polished blackstone bricks. And then we're going to connect this to somewhere else in the world. I don't know where that is right now. But let's work that out. So, yeah, I've got myself over here. We could go that way and explore more of the Yeah, we'll go through the basalt delta. I don't love the basalt delta. I like the warp forest, but we've kind of seen it leads to a dead end. Whereas maybe we go that way, we find something more exciting. Sometimes you gotta live your life under these premises. Is it a good rule? Maybe not, but it's the one we're using today. So, yeah, this Neverac path here is now gonna branch off to the left. We don't have to go above it, but given that the biome goes up and down, it just makes sense to my eyes. And we're going to use up all of these blocks that we just have a few of, that I don't really need, but I don't want to get rid of, without having value in exchange. So we can now also use some warp planks. Yeah, look at this. It's fun. It's a bridge made up of all the blocks. And, farm the poles in the forest, says Dasher. I think I'm going to decide what I'm going to do after I have my blaze rods. It might make sense just to trade for the pearls, depending on how long it takes me to get to a nether fortress. If I find one right now, I could just start trading for them, because I've got lots of emeralds, right? And it takes 5 emeralds per ender pearl. I've got more than enough. On the other hand, maybe that's not a good idea. Okay, so we'll make some slabs so far away that that magma cube doesn't get me. And then we are going to use dirt, just because it's the last block that I've got. It's messy, but it will do the job. And we're going to see if there's any sign of a fortress. Nope. Chat, do we bother running through that? It looks like hell to me. I'm going to start running the other way. I think this is... Ooh, I'm not going to break that mushroom. Actually, no, I'm going to break the mushroom. Chat, this is why you don't break mushrooms next to lava. It causes the thing to start flowing. And that's bad for everyone, in my opinion. Okay, another day, another trip to the Nether. Another bit of pain, but this one was fine. I took some damage. I healed it up. I found a bastion. I've concluded it's not for me. This is such a tricky Nether. Yeah, it is fun that on a world with no end, the Nether is effectively... Oh, it's all bad. There are some real good blocks in here, but oh, there's some real good stuff in here somewhere. But I see it nowhere near spawn. How much money to make you fall in lava, says Punchy709. See, there's an interesting example to go back to what I was saying. Matt, how much money would you have to offer me to jump in lava? I mean, if I took, like, let's say it's I don't know what the number is, but let's just make it up and say it was like 3,224 pounds. I would think at the time, yeah, that's a lot of money just to jump in lava, lol. And, you know, maybe I want to jump in lava anyway. Maybe that would be funny. However, if I do that, now everyone then knows that if they... Like, I'm then removing the value for the future of these series. Because people think to themselves, yeah, well, he wants to survive as long as he can. But he clearly doesn't care that much about surviving if he's willing to jump in lava just to get a big payout. And so now people will be less invested in the future. And so I'm kind of just trading my future for my present, right? By making my service overall less valuable to cash it in for a bit of money now. It's a bad thing, from my point of view. But that's just my point of view, because I've survived 58 days in Minecraft Ultra Hardcore. Pretty pleased myself as well. Pretty pleased with myself. Okay, so what's the game plan now, do you think? All these zombies? I don't think I'm gonna... Actually, wait, do you see all of that over there? No, that's just snow. I thought it was calcite. I want to mine a bunch of calcite at some point. Make a real nice big build somewhere. That day is not today, but I will be picking up rotten flesh. Because if I do make the guy, I want to be able to do stuff with him. By the way, thank you, Rhinonymous, for the £10 tip. Guess what that means, Rhinonymous? You get to spin the wheel of TOTEMS. I'm not going to announce it. I don't know the show. You know, you'd figure at some point after all these references, I would have looked it up. But I haven't. Yeah. Let's spin again. Rhinonymous. What are you going to get? Ooh. Oh! You get to name an animal. What do you want to name? I can't believe it. It's crazy how many people are winning today. If it's rigged, it is rigged in the good way. I mean, I guess, is there a good way to rig something? That's an interesting argument. But yeah, let's I think what I'm gonna go around and do is I'm gonna place some blocks underneath I'm gonna place some blocks on top of the stairs and then underneath it too. Dirt is a simple one that we could use, but we could also do something fun with like slabs. Or warped wood underneath. Yeah, we'll use warped wood underneath. I have a bunch of warped wood lying around anyway. And we'll place some of this underneath yeah, we'll just make a whole stack. Make it into slabs, maybe even. Or what's better than slabs? Trapdoors. Because a baby zombie probably can't go underneath a trapdoor. And so we put the trapdoor on our side. No, we'll just use full blocks. It's lazy, but I like warp planks. So whenever we need to pin this into the ground, like over here, we just place some warp wood below it, and then that keeps it firmly in place. When there's a gap like this, we'll place dirt below that. But for now, this means that we can see fairly easily outside the wall when it needs to be. I guess not there. Don't know what happened with that. But yeah, look at this, chat. What do you reckon? I kind of like this. I think this is... I actually really think this is kind of cool looking. It's a clear wall that keeps everything on the inside safe. It doesn't right now, but you know, the idea is that it does that. It keeps everything on the inside vaguely safe, but still allows you to feel like you're not boxed in. It feels like a safety wall and not a blocking your view wall, which is an important distinction. So now we're going to place stairs. I have both types of stairs on me. The easiest method would be to alternate between the two, just like this, like yellow, pink, yellow, pink. But I think we go for a certain number of one, then a certain number of the other. So we could go yellow, pink, yellow, and then you kind of get like a more interesting pattern. I like this, like yellow, pink, 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 yellow, pink, 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 yellow, better than I like yellow, pink, pink, yellow. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll go with, and we'll line this up so it lines up for at least one corner. Or maybe we won't, honestly. We could, actually, yeah, I guess 3 lines up nicely around this corner. It looks like this around the corner. And now it means from the outside, spiders can't climb this to get in. Which in my opinion is a big plus. A very 1.20 wall. I love it. Thank you. I like it too, Dasher. I like the pink, says Rocky Zap. TOTEMS, your items will get lost in the lava, never to respawn, and that's why I prefer staying alive in your Minecraft world. You know, I've got a hot take. I like staying alive too, David Cullen. I love your opinion too, though. Big fan. You should stay alive for the resources, or you should stay alive for everything else. But yeah, also, how did you make your seeds video while you were streaming, says Noah Storm. I have a few people who work for the team. Harrison is obviously the one most of you know. And he uploads videos. If I need to stream and I want to upload a video at the same time, instead of having to stop streaming to make sure the upload happens, it's what we do. It works pretty well, I think. It's a functional system, in my humble opinion. It just about functions, and that is good. Okay, so now we have a little bit of another problem, which is that all this dirt mound eventually is going to allow you to jump on top of this. Now no mob will realistically do it, but it's important to make sure we have that. And yeah, now I get to look at this and say, what do you think, chat? I think it needs to have the warped wood below it everywhere, even around here. I think without it, it looks a little bit weird. That's my take, personally. Also, thank you, Harrison. More people should thank Harrison. If you thank the bus driver, why don't you thank Harrison? Patterns magically working out. Oh, it's so nice to walk on this. I'm definitely going to make little steps up on this side, just so we can do this, because it's really, really, really enjoyable. Okay, so 14 more of these, 14 more of these. I don't know how that's possibly true. I thought I had the same number of both. Let's just place a few more blocks this way. Pink, pink, pink. And then one more yellow. Then a few more pinks. Because before we go back to the nether, I want to have better inventory management. It's a real big problem. But yeah, we can also finish the tunnel under the mountain. Oh yeah, I've got an efficiency pickaxe, and that would help me for going nether caving, right? So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we will. And then 1, and then guess what? A 1 and a 2 and a 3, and then maybe again another 1, and then a 1 and a 2 And we can't do any more this side. So this is so far what we've got for our wall. It looks pretty decent. We have to go to another cherry grove biome. Something we could do quite easily by going for a mine through the tunnel. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish up this tunnel here from before, if you recall. And then I'm going to... Okay, I need to eat something. I only want to eat suspicious stew, though. Chat, I think I finally moved on. It took 58 days. I'm at the point where I think I can officially start eating not suspicious stew. I have hunger, and I'm going to fill it with actual, real food. Can we all together have a moment to just appreciate that? Real food. Real people food. Not even fake food. Let's throw all the nether blocks away. So warp planks in there, plus warp stem, plus shroom lights, plus quartz. Then we put the dirt away in here. No, the dirt goes in here. It's, you know, it's a tricky system, but it's working still. People that are food, everyone who's food, make sure you say F in chat if you're food. Everyone, let me know that you're food. I want to know who's hungry or who is a real good one or not. Saturation suspicious stew now. Yeah, actually, Alex C, that's not a bad bet. That's not actually a bad idea. It sounds like it would be one. But yeah, let's just eat a single bowl of stew. Okay, everyone in chat, I'm glad to hear you're all food. I'm food too. I think I might just start eating regular bowls of stew. No, it's such a pain to eat. I think we're gonna get a real source soon. And now we're gonna start mining through the tunnel because this is where it's gonna be. Oh, actually, we're gonna have to go to sleep soon. You know, we'll go to sleep and then we'll wake up and then we'll go back to the nether. What's the best way to make a house in Minecraft that's fancy? Rather when it comes to simple, yet really big, cozy, big survival houses, without them looking like a basic box without over-detailing them. It sounds like you've got a lot of criteria for what you want in a house. I think when it's like something like that, you never really know for sure. Just play around with it is my actual pro tip. Like, if you have a lot of requirements, then you might be so picky that you would prefer something you find while looking for those other things. Also, wow, a lot of iron. So much iron. 810, 93, 53 is the tunnel. Okay, so yeah, I was going to mine through roughly from that coordinate, but I figured just to be safe, what we'll do is we'll just follow the tunnel down. I've got just a slow enough pickaxe that doesn't work out. And we're just going to finish the tunnel, chat. The tunnel that we could have done with our stone pickaxe. I'll finish now the diamond one. And I'll appreciate it a lot, I'm sure. I'm probably going to sleep while I'm in this too. Also, is this the end? Oh god, where are we? Oh, I'm lost. I'm very, very, very lost, chat. Somewhere in here is a tunnel. Where is somewhere? Is it down there somewhere, maybe? Oh, I have no idea. There is something in here. Okay, so this is weird that you can follow a tunnel, or you can follow a mountain into a cave. And that cave is a spider. Okay, well, tried my best. Okay, I'm going to use some faulty logic now, chat. I bet that because I just saw a spider, it is nighttime. I don't think this is the end. You know, the end is when I fall in lava. That's how you get there, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we're just going to place the bed down. Oh, it's not nighttime. I was wrong about that. So where... Okay, here's the tunnel. I don't know how I missed that till just now. Wonderful. 810. Found it. We're on track. And in we go. Oh, we got some coal. So we can make some torches too. Which is just what I need. I really want to find some fortune so I can make this work better. But that's totally fine. Should mine not be the first thing? It shouldn't. I like building in creative to plan survival builds without wasting effort if I end up not liking it. Yeah, I actually recommend that personally. If you need to make something big that is going to really be a centerpiece of your world, it might be a good idea to just like pre-plan, like make sure you really like it, you know. It's a safe bet. It's a safe bet. Okay, let's go over to this way. I am going to finish my tunnel, then use the cobblestone that I get in the nether. That is my idea. Is it a good one? I don't know. Also, yeah, I'm looking forward to... Oh, we got some emeralds, chat. How often do you find emeralds? I'm going to get silk touched. I'm going to put them in a really cool place. I think that's something I should do. If I've got a mountain base, I need to make, like, spaces for emeralds here. It seems like a good idea to do that. Ultra Hardcore has no natural regeneration. It's true, Historo's trademark. Yeah, it's kind of cool how many people hop in here and ask. It'd be really handy if there was like a FAQ function for stuff like this. But sadly, yeah, it's one of those things that's like hard to set up and like the questions are always changing. It'd be nice if the people who like, actually, or maybe it's a clever way to drive engagement. I should make the next title Mega Super Duper Mega Triple Hardcore. And people would be like, wow, that sounds really serious. Do you see how many adjectives he used? What do they mean, TOYCAT? And then just never address it. Just be like, so the weather's been pretty good recently. Chat, do you want to know something? I got in traffic today. Do you want to know about my exciting life? So it's a stereotype for any big city, but especially London, that like driving is not fun. It's not designed to be fun. They do not design a city so that you will drive in it. Crazy, I know. Can you imagine? They design the city around the people who live there, not people driving through it. I cannot believe they do that. So I was driving today, and I ended up, I was a mile away from home, and I got caught in an hour of traffic to do that last mile. It was like the sort of stuff where you're like sitting and it's like, oh, 40 seconds have passed. I'm going forwards 35 centimeters now. Also, yeah, but yeah, I've never been like stuck in that like crazy traffic that like ruins my day that people used to talk about. Because usually wherever I drive is like somewhere relaxed and, not trafficy places. But, yeah, it was real rough. Dang, that's LA bad. If there were just fewer people on the road, there would be less traffic. So clearly the solution is everyone else needs to get off the road, and then I can stay on it. Problem solved, internet. But yeah, we should make some more cherry stairs and then finish up my thing today, I think. What are the chances you die to an iron golem on day 69 again? I would love to say there's zero, Harrison, but we all know it's not. Everyone should just go instead of stop. The funny thing is, okay, so this is the crazy bit. I don't know if this is how traffic works everywhere, but the problem is that to make a right turn, specifically to cross a bridge or something, people have to make a right turn to cross a bridge, but there's very little traffic that can get through that red light. And then to get to that red, then there's like only one right-hand turning lane, and so that fills up all the way to the next set of traffic, and so then people are queuing on like an increasing series of roads. And I'm not explaining traffic at all. This is the worst thing I've ever tried to do. Like, let me explain how fun traffic I was in today was. But yeah, it was a thing I went through, and I realized while I was in the midst of it, like, man, this is an experience people talk about all the time. Like, oh yeah, bumper to bumper traffic. You know how crazy it is. I wasn't going anywhere. Like I remember one of the first conversations when I was like a 5-year-old. I tried to have this conversation with my, I was like speaking to some new people. I was like, I might be like 6. And I was like, oh yeah, I heard my like stepdad talk to some strangers about how bad the traffic was. And so I was like, yeah, traffic's real bad. It was going, let me tell you about how bad my summer was. It was going, I said some silly phrase like that. Because like, it is a funny thing that basically any adult will be like, wow, yeah, that is bad. I have had that negative experience too. Like, you can bond over basically any negative or positive experience. Like, you know what? What's really annoying is being stuck in traffic on the widest freeway in America. 28 lanes, and I could get out and walk faster. But the catch is, okay, so that's the weird thing is, the thing I appreciate now about traffic in other countries is at least you are moving. Like, as long as people are still moving, traffic can only ever get so bad. Once everyone gets to the point where everyone has stopped, now you have caused a very serious problem because you start backing up intersections onto other ones. Like, some people say traffic and they mean like, yes, it is going slowly. It annoys me when you're on a motor, you know, like when you're on the fastest roads that exist and you're going slowly. But what's way worse is when you're on the fastest roads that exist, and you physically cannot go anywhere whatsoever because it's just that clogged. And then so many people try to get off and it doesn't work. 28 lanes, where is this? I believe it's the Katy Freeway in Texas. I think I've heard though, even though like it's a debate between whether Texas has the widest road in the world, or whether it's that one in Toronto. There's a highway that goes along Toronto, Canada's biggest city, and I think that fights with Texas for who gets to be biggest. I don't know who wins the fight between Canada and Texas, but yeah, fun fact. Correct, the Katy Freeway. Yeah, I've never been on it. I would like to. I've known a surprising number of people who have some livelihood along it. The 401, says Champagne Future. The 401 indeed. Very famous. I love niche pieces of trivia like that. Who, you know, it's and there's still traffic jams on the Katy Tollway. Everyone knows the solution to this, right? Everyone knows it, but everyone's afraid to say it. It's like, how do you make traffic worse? You know, like, how do you make it so there's traffic is not as bad? And it's like, okay, so how do you make fewer people want something in the real world, right? If I want to make sure that fewer people, you know, can eat my apples, what do I say? I say you've got to pay to eat my apples. If you're gonna eat my apples, also the stained glass looks so good with the jingle jangle blocks. Thank you, Harrison. Yeah, I thought it was I think it's a nice combo. I think the warp wood goes surprisingly well. The top of this looks like a unrelated mess, to be fair. But yeah, I really like this. If we put carpet down, will we still hear it? I wonder. That's my question. But yeah, the real solution is you charge people to do something equal to the cost that they are causing. It costs like some insane number of billions to build roads, and we just go to people, yeah, drive on them anytime you want. Oh, is it the busiest time of day and there's absolutely no space? Just go for it anyway. Just go for it. It's that whole thing about like public and private companies having to have different attitudes on things. You know, if that was a for-profit company, they'd be like, we will let you use it for free these times, but it's going to cost you money during the times where too many people want to use them. That's my hot take, at least. Bamboo looks good with cherry blocks in my house. You know, I guarantee it doesn't, Hexatown. Google says 401 has 18 at the widest, but it's also the busiest in the world. Oh, busiest. Now that's fascinating. It makes sense because of the geography of Toronto. It's like both a big city and like it has a lake on one side and like green on the other. Like everyone has to live in a straight line, basically. Okay, so I'm now gonna eat some real food. I believe I have. Okay, I've got just one pork chop. It'll do for now. And then I'm going to probably go chop down some more jungle trees. I need just a few planks to go here and then some cobblestone there. And then my house will be drastically improved. Then what I need to do is I need to go mine some more jingly janglies, which is an important thing. So I'm going to run this way to where the jungle wood is. And I'm also, I owe Glittin I owe on a parrot. So we have to go get one of them. So, yeah, that's what the 407 does, to bypass roads, 401 included, says Chris H. So I don't know enough to be sure about whether this works, because I don't know where the 401 and the 407... But as I understand it, there is two roads in Toronto. One you pay for, one you don't. And the one you pay for is worse connected to everything. The better connected road should be the one that you pay for, and the one that is worse connected should be the one that you don't pay for. So you actually have to make a decision rather than just... I really, really need to be somewhere on the other side of the city. I'll pay to be there. You should pay to get in. I don't know. I feel like most problems can be solved that way, right? Like charge people. Right now, arguably there are road taxes and stuff, but like people pay money just to own a car, assuming that you use roads equally. But some people use roads way more than other people. Some people use different roads, and some people use roads that cost way more. Like, if you've ever... Driving in, like, rural Wales or Scotland, it'll be just a dirt path or something. or like a barely paved road that they built 50 years ago and haven't looked at since. Whereas if you drive in like a big city, if you go to like I don't know, the craziest one to me I think was Glasgow. Has like it has a motorway that goes over a bridge and straight into the city center. It's like they spent a lot of money making that. If you use that road every day, it's wild that people who live in, you know, like rural Wales are paying for that. And then vice versa, you know, you could argue, why are you paying for... It's a weird thing that we just say like, yep, the way to do it is just everyone pitches in to have everyone else's roads. Don't care how it works. Every road in Devon is about 1 meter wide, not great in a camper. Yeah, I can confirm, actually. By the way, 60 days have been survived. Pretty proud of that one, personally. Sometimes the traffic in the toll lanes in the middle is worse than the rest of the lanes. You know how I am with games of chance. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. It should always be that you pay to reduce the extra... You know, you're not... This stream has gotten very non-Minecrafty. I think I'm having a... I think it's been a long day, chat. I hope that you've enjoyed the long day. Also, I love how janky your stream layout is. Always looks, never change it. At one point I tried to get it made better, but I then realized I kind of like that it's just all... Also, splash, splash, splash. It's so loud. It's so loud. It's so loud. In the US, road taxes are included in gas prices. See, but it's not actually included. If you look at the cost to build roads and the price of gas taxes, it doesn't work. By the way, Harrison, if you're here, I know this is a weird way to talk about thumbnail business, but maybe it's interesting that it's public. Maybe everyone else is interested to hear this. I feel like the thumbnail is like a real good shot, but I feel like it should be like way rarer on the right, and also should be like lit on fire. Like it doesn't look like it's actually flaming there. And then the right thing should be like a bigger focus as a part of the screen. And then also I think the white background doesn't really work for it. There we go. Do I need to make TOYCAT some sexy OBS screens? Yeah, I had one for a while that was like properly put together, but it doesn't... To me, it doesn't look more professional, it looks less. But I bet I've got to do it anyway. Gas taxes aren't equal for all cars, though, with varying mileages, so it's mostly taxing a different thing. I think it's just that people pay a lot of tax to exist, and so they want to be like, my taxes already paid for this thing. But it's like, when I go to the grocery store, I don't say, why do I have to pay for taxes and apples? Apples and taxes? I already pay for taxes. They take money from my income, and then I'm paying taxes, you know, like, then I have to pay taxes as well. You also pay, funnily enough, you also pay taxes on the apples, weirdly enough. Depending on where you live, maybe. I don't know what your sales tax rules are. And so, yeah, that's, I think it's a problem people have. Where I'm from, they built a toll road to get you around the city, but refuse to drive on it because Southerners won't pay. It's the ideal pricing for a road is just high enough that enough people use it, just low enough that enough people use it that it works, but not so high that it ever gets congested and makes people feel like they shouldn't pay for it. That would be the goal. Also, is 27 jungle logs enough? Yeah, it's probably enough. I feel like I need more cherry logs more than I need jungle logs. Should we go and see what's on the other side of this jungle biome? Or, I need to get a parrot, right? And I need a parrot. What do they want? They want, it's not feathers. They need seeds. So if we want seeds, it'll be real easy to do. I can get seeds. So we'll get ourselves a parrot. I bet I have a bunch of seeds lying around somewhere else. Also, Big Salmon got gifted membership by Chris H. Alongside 10 other people. Oh, you're referring to the seed thumbnail? My brain stopped working for a second. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I think more like the reference ones I pointed out. Like, it has to be really clear, like, whoa, what is that? And also, it's that rare. Like, one real big point. And then the other thing's just there to be like, this is also rare. Hey! 10 gifted memberships, too, by the way. Fun fact related to roads. Scientists found that the secret to Roman roads is self-healing through limestone. If you want to know a crazy secret, A2, the Super Terrarian, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I'm going to give it to you anyway. Apparently, I learned that fact too. But the problem is it makes it really susceptible to, I think it's water damage. Like, it only works in some climates, but yeah, it's game-changing otherwise. Also, thank you so much, Chris H. Now, Endless Pig Step. I love Pig Step. This would be hard to make as a note block song. Should try it anyway. I generally don't see the problem with this thumbnail. Maybe best to leave it as it is. I think, one of the hard... This is that thing about, like, criticism. I think I need to, like, actively... the thumbnails I do actively aren't as good as many of the other people whose, you know, like, videos you might see instead. And so it's something I've been working on for a while. It's like, how do I make better thumbnails? It seems very hard, but yet I must try. Okay, so... And one of the things I've... Okay, so we're gonna make some bamboo blocks. Just because we need to get rid of this bamboo stuff somehow. And that's an easy way. Would that be 7 spins on the wheel? I mean, gifted memberships are a whole separate thing, but they're a really cool thing because they allow lots of people to now access membership perks for a month, which is something I think is really nice. People can hopefully enjoy and appreciate that. Okay, so I'm getting a parrot today, by the way. I'm getting a parrot. No more spins for me, says Chris H. Chris H has a spin to donate to the chat, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say I read the temperature of the cement mix and the use of salt water in the mix mattered too. Roman concrete is awesome. Yeah, there's a really good reason we don't use it today though. It's because, okay, well actually, you want to know Milo Hobo? So yeah, the Roman concrete mix is way better because it self-heals. It works in some temperatures, but it's most of Europe is covered by that. The biggest reason we don't use it today is because we specifically don't want self-healing concrete. Like, it's really, really cool on the surface. Also, by the way, I'm not seeing a single parrot. Do you see one, chat? If you do, let me know. Would love to help one out. Also, the pig step stopped. Ah, so sad. I was enjoying jamming to pig step nonstop. Yeah, also, IBX Toy Parrot. Exactly. Okay, so we found a cat. If I follow the cat around, or the ocelot around, eventually I'll find a parrot, right? But yeah, it's been so long since I tamed a parrot in Minecraft. It's one of those mechanics you kind of forget. Also, whoa, it's a big jungle. It's a huge jungle. I'm never going to be able to explore this thing. Probably going to spend a whole day looking for a parrot. But what is life without one, right? What is life without a parrot? Someone got lucky and spun the wheel, and so they get a parrot, damn it. We are going to find one. It's going to be great. So you're saying the Romans invented an immortal road? Yeah, they actually did. It's not immortal, but it has a lifespan that is, you know, like, genuinely can last today in some cases. However... Okay, so it's a spooky-looking cave. However, the catch on that... Oh, I found a parrot. I found one. Chat. Oh, this is my favorite type of parrot, too. This is my favorite. Okay, for me, here we go. Yeah, I got one. I got him. Look, he's going to land on my shoulders now, chat. Is he? Okay, on the shoulders. Yeah! Yeah, look, I'm a pirate now. Arr, I love to have a parrot on me shoulder. I'm not sure if that was a pirate or what. I'm a parrot pirate is what I am. Every time you jump, you... Actually, okay, yeah, when you jump, you usually lose the parrot. But as long as he follows me, we'll be good. And now let's go back home. Maybe after killing a cow or two, because we need just a little bit of food. Yeah, any cows we find on the way home, we'll kill. And if we find a jungle temple here, I wouldn't say no. Oh, scary noise. Okay, it's the one on my shoulder. Should have seen that coming. We'll get a second parrot in case someone else needs to name one. I like this type of parrot too, by the way. Oh, he's fussy, he is. And that is now full parrots reached. Will we ever reach parity? We might. But yeah, so thumbnails are a really interesting subject on the YouTube front because a fine thumbnail means that someone will be like, yeah, I guess like if you already know what you're getting into. I guess here's what I'm trying to say. It's like marketing in that you're trying to convince people who don't know what something is yet both what something is and that they want it. And you're not just trying to convince one person, you're trying to convince a statistically significant number of people. Like, here's an interesting point, right? If I'm trying to, like, if I wanted to convince everyone in chat that something is true, I want to convince you all that Roman concrete is not good. I can convince some of you by being like, look, maybe a bit of chronosnobbery. Like, the future is always better. If Roman concrete was so good, we'd be using it today. Some of you are convinced by that. Some of you are going, well, I mean, maybe we just forgot or something like that. You know, but old things are always better. And so for those of you, I say, well, actually, there's an even older technique than Roman roads that we use now. And it's cool. It's the idea of reinforcing something with something else. Have you ever seen how string is like really, really weak by itself, but you tie it in loops and it makes rope? And rope's tensile strength. Like, rope cannot be cut in half very easily. So you can use it to hang things of insane weights because it's strong in, like, it's strong this way, not that way, I guess. You can cut it really easily, but you can't cut it vertically easily at all. And so the goal with, the thumbnail for the seed video is to say, I have to say 3 things. One is, this is a video that will show you seeds for Minecraft. This is Seed Sunday. If you're a subscriber to the channel, you know what that means. It's Seed Sunday, the weekly series where I show you Minecraft seeds that are particularly interesting and worth checking out in some way. So I need to, you know, like, hopefully, for those people, they kind of know what to look out for, I would hope. And so it's not that hard, but it still means I can't have a thumbnail of a parrot. If I have 2 parrots on my thumbnail, you will not know that it is a seed Sunday. Oh god, I forgot how loud. Okay, so let's just go under the water. Let's make a regular bowl of soup, just to let me swim home, save myself some time. So then I'm also trying to convince people who do know that it's a seed video, but just aren't really, like, interested. Like, you know, maybe they don't think they want a seed right now. If I just show a picture of this and say, seed as a big text, you'd know it's Seed Sunday, but you might not be infused.
Your streams have helped be a beacon of light.
Thank you. I'm a little bit confused, help be a beacon of light. It's got a question mark at the end, so Streamlabs' voice was a bit confused as she was saying it. But the important thing is it's a $10 tip, and you know what you get? A spin on the wheel. You know what? I don't think it will help you with the dog situation. Rip in peace. I hope, you know, I would say they're in a better place now, but I mean, like, my understanding of consciousness is they're not in pain anymore, and so that's the important bit. But you know who else isn't in pain anymore? The wheel being spun. Oh, what's it gonna land on? Oh. Sorry. Why is it called a thumbnail? I have 2 of them, 1 on each thumb. You know, you're right. I think it's meant to be like thumbnail sized, right? Like it's like a tiny little thing. But yeah, yeah, convincing people of different things is different, takes different strategies. And so there are people who know what Seed Sunday is and want to watch it anyway, but they just need to know what Seed Sunday is. There are people who know what Seed Sunday is and they're not so sure they want to watch it. You've got to convince them about something in the video. Then there are people who don't know me, but do know what Minecraft seeds are. I've got to convince them that there is something notable on this video. And I've got to do that just with a little image, right? I have to say, this is a video showing Minecraft seeds. There are rare things on this seeds. Rare things in these seeds. And also you need to check this out. And then there's another layer of person who likes Minecraft a lot, really likes interesting worlds, genuinely doesn't know how seeds work, or maybe doesn't know what seeds are at all. That is a much harder market, and it's a small market, but it's worth going for anyway. There are people who maybe watch seed videos, but for maybe like other channels. Maybe they've seen Java seed videos before, but they don't know that there are Bedrock seed videos out there. There are like different audiences, and working out what goes for who is maybe it's a bit of a challenge, I guess. But a fun challenge too. So now we can make enough bamboo planks to make, oh, I forget you get way fewer of these. We'll make enough bamboo planks to make 16 stairs and assume that that's all that we're going to need. So put this in there and that in there. Then we're going to make enough seeds. Oh, we got a lot of seeds. Okay, we're going to put our parrots down somewhere, by the way. Wait, do you see them anywhere? Chat. Okay, here they are. So parrot goes there. And parrot goes here somewhere. I don't know how to get him off. How do we do that? We have to like... I think you have to fall like 2 blocks or more, right? There we go. No. Fall 2 blocks or more. And then sit him down. Okay, so this is parrot number 1. And this is parrot number 2. This parrot has a name. It was earlier in the stream. Don't know what he is. I checked the thumbnail again and the chance percentages changed. Yeah, because the previous ones, I don't think they matched the video. It was a fun idea. But yeah, there's a really interesting... I get why you do it, but I hate capital video titles. So now, here's the next layer down on thumbnail theory, and indeed, it's kind of like video theory as a whole. Something becomes really successful, okay, this is like the meta, in my opinion. When something becomes really successful, everyone starts to do it because it is so successful, but it becomes so successful that people hate seeing it because they've seen it so often. And so, like a counter meta starts to develop of just not being that thing. So when there were like clickbait thumbnails where you'd say something like, what am I going to, I'm homeless, what am I going to do next? And then like 25 minutes in the video, you're like, oh, by the way, I'm homeless now. I guess I'm just going to go move back in my parents. Like, like people used to clickbait real hard like that. And so then there was a movement because of the clickbait about, okay, so I'm going to anti-clickbait. I'm going to say something, and then in the first 3 seconds of the video, I'm going to tell you what it is. So, I think I feel like I've made a fair few anti-clickbait videos in my day. Like, I have videos called, like, how much do I earn on YouTube? And the first few seconds, I'm like, I earn $700 last month, or whatever the case may be. Like, on the second channel, I guess, in that case. I feel like, and then after a while, if anti-clickbait becomes too popular, it's like, well, now you understand the whole point of the video in the first 3 seconds. And so it becomes more interesting to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to explain to you this, and then immediately just raise another question so that you want to know about that. You don't feel clickbaited, but you still are intrigued and want to know more, right? And so yeah, that's kind of where things are. So, I can't stand when those seed videos show up with shaders. Yeah, that's something tricky too. Every person who makes seed videos has worked out that you just put a shader on and every seed looks amazing. But then at some point it's like, well, if all of the seeds look amazing, then is there any point in showing? I've already seen the amazing shader seed before now. There's a lot of meta, counter meta strategy stuff going on in there. To me, it's just interesting to learn about. So I'm gonna pick up all of the sticks now. This is still the best way. It's at some point we could move on to like a automatic farm, but this is what we're going for now. And yeah, I'm gonna take some of my. I think I'm gonna go back to the Nether now after we've done this and traded our sticks in. So let's make a ton of sticks, and then make some more sticks. And then once we've done this, we'll work on the house too. I think this is like the smallest this is the smallest thing to want to do, chat. But look at this. Look what I can finally do. This can finally be. Oh no, not like that. This can finally be this. Look, it fills in correctly. Yeah. And then I guess I probably should like remove this underhang or make a. Should I remove some blocks there? Yeah, there we go. So that looks just a little bit better, in my opinion. And then I can finally add a second floor to the inside of my house. Because right now, that just kind of opens out onto a hole in the middle of nowhere, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere up there. So that's where the second floor is going to be. I'm going to have a bunch of slabs around the top here. And then we're going to have that be a whole second floor in the house. And then it's going to be wonderful. But first, let's do some trading. Always very important. Oh, actually, I can use the trading experience we get from trading the sticks to get the XP back on my sword, which I'd use to break and make the sticks. That is something I should have thought about somewhere before just now. But yeah, now we go back to the farm, pick up some more of these, and it's great. Also, hello, TOTEMS. Hope you're desert well, says Diggin' Troops. I hope you're doing desert well too. I'm having a, I'm doing well. I think I had like a, here's a great example of like, I had a little bit of a stressful like thing earlier. And, like an important thing was like, okay, just gotta be calm right now. Just gonna be cool. But I think I needed to, like, relax after it. Like, something I didn't really fully do. Just before the stream started, I had, like, a lot of stressful things occur. And I think the normal thing to do would be, like, okay, well, we could just, like, not stream here. But instead, I think I, like, kind of went for it anyway. I think, it's hard to know exactly what to do at a given point in time. Also, I agree, bamboo is basically a stick. Is it basically a stick, or is it actually a stick? That's the real debate, isn't it? Also, yeah, we've picked up so much bamboo. I can't believe just how much bamboo grows from such a tiny patch. And also just how fast it grows. And just how useful it really is. Look at that. We just got so much of it. So much. Anyway, let's... Oh, he's raised his prices. That is cheeky. So I'll sell to this man for now. Put the bamboo away and then put the jungle wood away. Actually, maybe the second floor will be made from jungle wood too. Yeah, I think that's a fun idea. If we have, like, beams... I think the way that a normal house works is you have these, like, kind of beams that exist, right? Like the floorboards, basically. So we'll do the same over here. We'll have that go up there, and then that comes off it. And that will be the floor up there. You'll walk straight onto one of these big, weird floorboards. And then between those floorboards, we'll have slabs. Yeah, this makes perfect sense. Okay, I'm finally finishing the house today, chat. For everyone who's been... Oh, oops. For everyone who's been wanting this, your dreams can finally come true. This cave needs a little bit of digging away, but it's fine. I guess we'll remove those 2 blocks. There will be space, and there will be a house, and it will be real nice. Yeah, you missed the super chat. Oh, by the way, add a rare other side instead of the pig step membership. Yeah, so here's the thing. I set that up on but I set it up and then it just doesn't actually work. It either plays other side all the time, the rare 5% event is 100% of the time, or it doesn't. It's so weird. Also, sorry to repeat myself, but you missed the super chat. I appreciate it. I feel like there's a weird thing about the, you know, is it an obligation to respond to a super chat? Do you have to feel like there is no way you should miss one of these? Because sometimes people will say things like, you know, like sometimes there's no message attached, or sometimes it's one of those messages where you're like, I don't know if I should be justifying this with my response. By the way, we officially now have 62 days survived in Minecraft Ultra Hardcore. Very exciting, if you ask me. Okay, so we're gonna finish off the cobblestone on the inside too, by the way. We've got the cobblestone finally. Let's make it actually do something handy. So now we need to remove these blocks, which will turn into cobblestone, of course, which we can then use to finish up the house. So this is a external wall of the house. So for now, we just place a block up and over there, and then a block up and over here. Makes a fun little window. This is just going to be up all the way. And this is going to come off of there. So like that. I guess we're going to have more beams coming off this here. So if that's a beam going this way, it's going terribly, by the way. They're meant to go sideways, but they're not. Maybe you can load up a seed on Java to get the pretty shader shots, but then load on Bedrock to see the difference in structures. I think the shader thing is just I'll use RTX on Bedrock. That is going to be my simple solution to it. I'll see how it looks. I'll see how it goes on that front. Also, I don't know if I can put the bamboo down, so I shan't. Instead, I'll dig through here, because this is where that will go to, and place that all the way to here, and then place that all the way from there. Is this how beams in a house work? I don't know. I guess we'll have another one, but kind of like... Yeah, no, I think that's good enough, actually. And then, yeah, we'll slab in the gaps between it. And it's gonna be a really weird, like, kind of like partially roofed place up there. But I think that's gonna be some of the charm. Is that like the second floor of this place is gonna be very kind of cramped and shrunk in a weird way. Okay, so there is a big chunk of wood to remove, but that's okay. Also, we have to now fill in this, which we'll just do. It gets a bit claustrophobic if we leave no gaps, I think. So we're going to maybe later mine out some space for something else, but yeah, for now, that looks fine. How do you... Yeah, I think it looks very cramped. We need to have another route out to this back area. Right now, this looks very exposed and open, which is kind of fine. Maybe some stairs or like a... Yeah, just this looks odd. This needs to open up somewhere. So we'll have this be another double door there. For now, that works. And then on this side, we've got windows heading out, and then a door over here. So this is now my outside-inside area. I could make a garden back here. Yeah, I think if I replace this stone with grass, it'll look like a garden. But for now, even, it's kind of nice that it's a mixture. I've got some copper ores here. I could decorate this with a bunch of ores once I get Silk Touch. It'd be real fun. It'd be real fun. It's like the will of TOYCAT, may the odds be forever in your favor. Exactly. Sometimes things go well. Sometimes they don't go well. Not knowing is sometimes more of the is sometimes part of the journey. So we've got lots of dirt, which is great. At some point I'm gonna want dirt for a farm. It's such a handy resource to just pick up. And yeah, I also have a pork chop, which I guess we'll be eating at some point. And now I'm gonna work on this second floor. I need wood, to put it simply. And I have 10 birch slabs. You know, I'm using all the wood types in this house. Let's just commit to it. Let's commit to using too many types of wood. And so now birch slabs plus more birch slabs equals a whole second floor. Yeah, I was thinking of using... No, I can still use jungle. I got 48 jungle slabs. Maybe I'll go with a mixture of jungle and birch slabs. Yeah, that seems good to me. Jungle birch mix. Yeah, Chris H says he doesn't respond to anything. It's an option you pay for a bit, but also respond. He reads comments too. Many streamers don't. I think one of the weird things about the streaming game is how much of it is like varied person to person. But that's if I can comment just a little bit more broadly. One of the things that happens in like single person operated businesses, like small things like that, is usually you get so much more variance. So have you ever tried staying at an Airbnb versus a hotel? Every Airbnb host has their own set of ridiculous rules they want you to follow, and they act like you're insane if you don't already know them and want to follow them. Also, I kind of like this chat. What do you think? I think it's a fun way to do a floor. I think it adds to the quirkiness, personally. Same with staying at, like, have you ever stayed at a not chain hotel? They're like, yeah, we're open between, like, 4 and 7 p.m. if you want to check in. If you don't check in between those hours, sorry. But, like, what are you doing showing up at a hotel? What do you mean that you're traveling somewhere and so you have a flight to catch? We don't care. You show up or you don't. There's no in between, which is insane to me. But it's a real policy. Yeah, if you haven't experienced it yet, I'm very jealous of your ignorance. So yeah, we probably are gonna have to destroy this whole area. Make this room like a lot bigger, seemingly. So let's do it. Let's commit. The house is getting bigger. Yeah, Airbnb used to be so much better. Now I just do hotels again. Yeah, it used to just be a dude being like, guess you can stay in my house for a bit, sure. Why not? Just don't mess it up too bad. But now it's like, a lot of people treat it as like their full-time, like, wow, you can make so much more than renting to normal people. What a genius method of making money that I have definitely invented myself. It's a whole interesting thing, in my opinion. B&Bs make me stressed. Someone let me in because I was 10 minutes late once. Yeah, it's so wild to me how many rules there are and how just everyone's like, yeah, I don't care what you want from your stay that you're paying hundreds for. You know, sometimes it's high dozens, but you're paying a lot of money to be you're paying money for access to a space, and then the people are like, but also we don't want to let you into the space if you don't make sure you're here by a certain time. So just make sure you are and we'll be fine. Also, yeah, is this how do you like the second floor of this, chat? It's a bit messy in here, but hopefully we can fix that. So yeah, anything below that line we can remove. It's all, at the very least, this will be 3 blocks high, besides where the curvature meets it. So that should be nice and easy. Over here we go. Just joined. What's with the colourful wheel in the background? Says Daniel King. It's the wheel of TOYCAT. Glad you asked. Anyway, so Harrison wants to try RTX for the thumbnail, but he doesn't have access to it. Says Dasher. Oh, I'll give it a shot. Wait, Harrison. Send me the world that you took the screenshot for. Assuming you took the screenshot. Just send it to me with like the exact position that you took it from, and I'll get an RTX theme one, and then we can do the test. Like I'll add the thumbnail later. And then we can see if RTX gets more people to click it. Because right now, for example, I can already show you, if you want to see some fun facts. I can tell you that of people who saw the thumbnail... oh, wait, can I not see it right now? I think I should be able to. Somewhere in here, I can see its click-through rate. So I can see of every 100 people who see... on the channel on average, like for every... I can't... My mouse doesn't work because it's unplugged right now. Can't see anything, chat. The screenshot's from the video itself. Okay, then, yeah, I'll go to the world itself. Get a nice RTX screenshot. It'll be great. Okay, so this is absolutely wonderful, I would say. We've got plenty of dirt. We've got a big, solid room up here planned. And, yeah, no one will even know that we're living inside of a cave. It's going to look like I just planned it this way. I think I probably should have had this room go along the same gradient as down there. But that's fine. Hey, Fusion Warrior!
Get yourself one of them cheapo keyboards to keep in the closet for emergencies when spicy water or wet meat falls on the expensive fancy one.
That is a valuable lesson that I have learned from this. I used to have a second keyboard that I used for my other PC. I have a second PC that I use for some things. And then I didn't. I was like, why don't I just use the same keyboard and mouse for both? And I've learned the lesson. Keep a second, just cheap keyboard that functions at the bare minimum level. You never know when you're going to need it. I might try my keyboard and mouse again tonight, or I might just wait till tomorrow, like hope it dries off, and then see how that goes. Oh, actually, I'm not sure if I'll be able to end the stream tonight. You need it. You know, we'll see. We'll see if we can. So I need some birch, right? I'm going to make some birch slabs. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make these... I'm going to finish this design up here. Do you like it, chat? Do you think this looks good? I think these chests being hidden by the floor off the room above is a bit of a tricky one. It's fine, though. Also, can you believe this used to be a villager's house? We've kind of bastardized the villager's house a little bit. But this did still used to be one, if you'll believe it. So, here and here. And then after, we have... this. It's really hard to make this pattern work and do it efficiently. But it is just about working. Yep, there we go. And then fill in those gaps, and these gaps, and that gap, and this gap. And slowly but surely, we have a thing happening. The flooring of your annexed house is nice. Thank you. I think it's nice too, by the way. So yeah, now we just have to place some blocks in the remaining little things. And we'll have... I think this is a nice room, personally. I think this is a really, really nice room. It just needs a bit of oak to go in these corners. And then we've got something wonderful. However, we have... before we can say that this is good and done, I guess we're also going to have to place the jungle there, and there, and probably over here too. Yeah, this is technically done. So yeah, I have some real tasks I wanted to make sure I did before the end of today, chat. One of those is in the Nether. So I need a lot of cobblestone. We'll turn it into slabs or whatever we need to do. And I need to put my name tags away until later. Need to put my gravel away. Don't know why I have one gravel to keep up a whole slot anyway. And also probably the splash potion of weakness. Like, why do I have that out on me? It's such a weird, wasteful thing. Okay, now we are going out into the world, and we are going to... oh, sugarcane. So much of it has grown, because I've been in the chunks of it, I guess. Look how much sugarcane I have. I'm going to make so many books later. I'm going to make so many emeralds. Okay, so, yeah, now we take the sugarcane, do our little daily sugarcane harvest. I love the part of the Minecraft world where you get to harvest sugarcane every day. It brings me joy. It's fun. It's a simple medial chore, right? Like, some chores are enjoyable. And some enjoyable things are chores. It's the weird truth about life, but it is true, whether you want it to be or not. So yeah, we're just gonna be back into the overworld by 11:05, and we'll be great. Would you delete your Let's Play World and backups for $50,000? No. I mean, technically there's the marketplace copy. By the way, I forget, that's an exciting thing that's just happened there. ibxtoycat, will all the mob trailers be out tomorrow? Says Chang. Oh, there's lag. I'm sorry. It's a thing that happens when we switch dimensions. I was going to clean my house, but I think I'm starting a new world. Thanks for the inspiration. I think you're taking the opposite side of what I just said. Like, sometimes chores are exciting and sometimes exciting things are chores. You're like, you're right. Why am I not doing exciting things? Oh, God. I have learned to deal with these guys pretty well, right? Ouch. I lied. I lied entirely. Oh, he hit me twice, too. Don't hit me again. Don't you dare. So, yeah, this is, I've gone that way so far looking for a fortress. I'm going to go this way for a bit, chat. I'm going to see where I end up. Worst case, it's just more of this biome. But I'm hoping that it's not. The best case is that it's not just more of this biome. So we make a little pillar up. And then we're just going to build in such a... This is dangerous. What I'm doing right now is objectively not okay. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to bridge off to the side. And bridge in a much more dangerous looking place. That should be in reality much safer. Yep, we're just gonna bridge this way. We could bridge that way too, I guess. Yeah, you know, this is the 4 points. That's a zombie piglin, but it's fine. Oh, not zombie, a non-zombified piglin. It's fine. So yeah, this is the 4 points, and from here we're gonna have a branch going out this way because I haven't really gone this way much. To me, it looks like nothing. It might just be a fortress, right? I have to be very careful. I'm gonna crouch not because you need to on bedrock, but because I don't know what happens if I don't. And we're going to find some things. Some men just like their water bottles big. That's the secret. The bigger the water bottle, the more water it holds. And honestly, I think holding lots of water, very important. Very, very important. That's funny. I was in the live stream. We were talking about chores. It looks fun, says DR. I think you should clean 20% of your house, then start a new Minecraft world. You know, I'm saying that against my own financial interests. But I think you'll have a better time if you know you've technically covered your bases with regards to the chore. Okay, I'm in the middle of a little thing right now. Dangerous place to make suspicious stew. But I really, really would like some suspicious stew. Just to get this sorted again, you know. And then we're going to eat the suspicious stew. And we're going to keep on going for a bit of a walk here. So, yeah, this way could lead me to a fortress. It could lead me back to the Soul Sand Valley. I don't know for sure. But I'm going to live my best life going on a walk, chat. I'm excited. Where is it going to be? Where is it going to take me? It could be anywhere. It could be anywhere, chat. I think it's kind of cool to, like, explore your world from above like this. It's one of the fun things about the Nether, is you really get a... exploring on the ground is great. But seeing it from above is still worth doing, in my opinion. Good, cool, left and crouch from places like this. Sometimes you try to place a block and the game's like, see, no you didn't. And it's like, oh, I don't want that to kill me if I get that wrong. Walking through hell. I'm going on a walk through hell. What I'm going to fool? If I'm going to fool, then I would be foul. I don't know how fast I can go because I'm like a snail. I like you can pronounce basically any word. Oh wait, no. Before I saw a Nether Fortress, it was just a random blob of Netherrack. Please put on a hat IRL, says SuperGrim6. For $50,000, I would literally put on a hat. That is the new thing I would do. Yeah, well, I really do like... I think hypotheticals like how much money would it take you to do blank are actually quite interesting. You know, they're tellers of how much, like, how much economic freedom money can buy you, right? Because for some people, money just comes and goes. But what that really means is I have so much money, it genuinely doesn't even make sense for me to keep track of it. If you offer me money for something, what do I care? I still have all the things I want anyway. That's mind-blowing. To be at that level is is, you know, like it's either a massive success on the behalf of the individual or a massive failure on the behalf of everyone around them. It's hard to be sure. However, also I think I'm going to chop down some crimson wood. I doubt I want it right now, but now is probably the best time. I've got some spare moments. I'm in the Nether. I've got a free inventory. Let's bring back some crimson wood and let's not get mauled by a hoglin while we do this. Let's just chop down a few blocks. Not many, just a few. And slowly but surely collect every type of wood. Be nice to make a little collection of them. Someone to him 50k, we need to see him in a hat. Yeah, now I'm going to take all these Neverwarts. Loved. Oh wait, new recipe unlocked. I always want to believe, chat. I always want to believe, but it's definitely the red Nether brick recipe. So now we can take all of the. Oh, okay. So there's more shroom lights. Could be pretty cool. Could probably do something fun with it, I bet. You really should put on a hat, says Heroes trademark. Maybe I should. By the way, an update for the Let's Play world has just come out. What's a fun way do you think I should announce it to the wild internet? I'm like really excited. There's a lot. Basically, what it is like anyone who has the map now gets a free update. It's just it's one of those things that's like, how do I let people know? What's a fun way to do it? Obviously, usually I go for a Let's Play, but this week I wasn't going to do a Let's Play. And so I could either like specifically make a whole Let's Play tomorrow just to announce it, or I could do something like maybe more fun. If you've got an idea, yeah, I've been waiting for this. Oh, awesome, Dasher! It is just for you. The announcement has been made, as far as you are concerned. Hide it at the bottom of your video description. Now that is an idea right there. Okay, so I'm just gonna. Oh God, that he hit me. He hit me bad. I don't know what I was hoping for, but it didn't go that way. So now we're going to run up the stairs and then back onto my platform. It's nerve-wracking to do this, but we have to do it. Ooh. And then we're just going to make sure you don't live here either. This is not your place. Sorry to say, friend. We'll put up a little torch inside the house. And now we're going to go back home. Lovely. But, yeah, I think... oh, okay. I thought it was a gap, but it's not. I think we've had a really good day in the Nether today. But we've got so far to go. We've got so far to go. And I think I'm picking up loads more cobblestone today, and I'm just gonna really bomb it, right? I'm just gonna go as far as I know how to. I could keep going the same direction I've gone, but it doesn't look so promising. I go the other direction. I don't know about that either. But for today, we picked up some crimson stem. At some point, that will be real handy. And we'll also place some more warped wood underneath everything. Or maybe make some more purple, whatchamacallums. Yeah, we'll make some more purple stained glass. I think I need some, right? Nope, looks like I've done it, actually. So we don't need purple stained glass. We just need some warp planks. And even then, we don't need them. They're just a nice thing to have. So, in the meantime, I'll do a breed on the cows. Fun fact, you can breed cows every minute. Makes it very, very, very efficient. To just do... Oh, no, but it's a minute while they are in loaded chunks, maybe? Because I think I'm only breeding a few of these guys. But yeah, let's go to bed. And in the morning, we shall strike again. You have a shield. I do have a whole shield. It's like halfway through. I could put mending on my shield, actually. I think that'd be a goofy thing to have mending for anything else. Also, 64 days survived. I am going to the Nether today, chat. And it's going to be great. Oh, so this shouldn't go in there. This should go in here. In the random garbage chest. And then this has to go in the Nether chest. And then this, something in there probably is for that too. No, we're all good. Okay, so I'm now going to just take 4 stacks of... Like, I got a lot of it, right? Let's take 4 stacks of cobblestone. Turn them all into cobblestone slabs. This will take me very, very, very far. Let's go that far. As far as it needs me to, that's where I'm going. I'm going to have a full health bar because I've got another suspicious stew. I mean, a lot of these, but they are quite good, so no real complaints. Also, I haven't had lightning yet. My whole goal has been to get this guy going, but he's just not. He's just not. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Yeah, the worst part is if you fall in lava, you really will lose your items because I hope. If you fall in lava, if I fall in lava, I won't just lose my items. I'll lose my world, which is a little bit higher stakes. I would say, if I was to be so inclined. And so yeah, I think I have to watch out. I think I have to really watch out. Also, yeah, I really quite like this. The Nether's starting to get cobblestoneized. Cobbleized. It's great. So, chat, also, I don't wanna alarm anyone. But it's 11:10 p.m. in the UK. It's late on a Sunday. I've had a full day today. I think, rather than, like, go past the point of, like I've been a little bit fatigued and hoping it's been going away. I think rather than going past that point, I'm just going to set myself a reasonable goal of 66, maybe 65. But I wanted 65 for round numbers. Maybe 66 is funnier. You tell me what's a better number here. And set it as like a natural endpoint. Also, yeah, I'm just hoping this leads somewhere. Like, worst case, we found every one of the 5 Nether biomes besides Nether Waste, but we found all the 4 that matter. I just need to find a fortress. And so we're slowly exploring all the directions. Let's brace ourselves, chat. The Nether tends to go either pragmatic toy cat into a communist or libertarian. There's no in between. I believe in pragmatism, except in the Nether. At which point we just have to be full-on anarcho lib. It's the only solution is if we seize the means of production and then re-establish it according to how many means of production people had before. It's an easy solution. Toycat, why are trail ruins still bugged? Will it ever get fixed? So again, maybe Canby has a better insight into this, but it's one of those bugs that they either have a low priority for, or they have a correspondingly high priority, but genuinely cannot work it out. Both of those seem a little bit confusing to me. You have to end at 69. 69 is a funny way to end, don't get me wrong. But I think I have to be a little bit less silly. Personally. I mean, I have to get 69 and then die to an iron golem, I guess. Would be the perfectly correct way to do that. Also, this is a lot. Okay. Okay. By the way, yeah, oh, wow. Okay, where did that come from? Scary. But now that I'm above land, I'm a little bit safer, by the way. Reassuring. Ooh, I'm what's called a South Park conservative, or classical liberal, depending on definition. I thought the South Park guys are, they're from Colorado, but they're like libertarians to that state's policies, is how they usually say it. They're like, you know, the only way I've ever heard them describe it is like, yeah, oh no, I looked at an Enderman, no! Okay, real quick. No, don't you dare. Okay, this is bad, chat. This is bad. This is real bad. This is bad. There's a hoglin too. Okay, he can't get me now. It's impossible for him to get me, and he's not going to teleport up here for some reason. Okay. Oh, I hate the noise. Yeah, I think I've heard them just say it's like, yeah, we really hate Republicans. We just also really hate Democrats. And it's like it's a funny. I think it's like it's the stance they take on religions too. Like they had an episode making fun of Catholicism and then Mormonism, and so then they tried to make fun of they tried to depict the prophet of that one religion that you're really not allowed to depict. And just on a matter of fairness, they're like, oh, okay. Okay, I'm jumping. I'm getting out of here. Okay, so later I can reconnect to this. For now, we have to go around. There is... I guess we can go through. Yeah, I guess go... Oh, God. Going through is not that impossible, actually. Do you see any Nether Fortress here, chat? I want to believe there's one. But, yeah, we're just gonna keep following it. We could go through, but this is so easy to explore on foot. It literally connects to my tunnel. Why wouldn't I, you know? Oh, it's so scary. I hear hoglins. I hear ghasts. Oh, there's another one. Just what I needed. Make my day a little bit better. Oh, Christ. So much happening. But yeah, some people think that's not fair. That you should, like, I guess it's like, there's a really interesting argument on equality versus equity. Some people believe that you should have equal access to opportunity. Like, everyone can go to school and sit an exam, but it's up to you how hard you study for it, right? And some people believe you should have equity, the equal application of opportunity, which is to say, everyone can sit an exam, but you shouldn't have better and worse results based on how well you do. Or, you know, that's a bad example, maybe. I think some people would argue that's arguing in favor of opportunity. Some people would argue that, you know, maybe when you have an exam that you study for, the people whose parents can afford private tutors will do better. And so you need to balance for that fact somehow. And you need to like balance the outcomes of what you're expecting. It's a fun thing. This is the calmest I've been during a scary never, and it's helping me, by the way, right? Well, okay. I disagree. Actually, wait, no, the moment I stressed, I took damage. Yeah, right. Tell me if I'm wrong. The moment I stressed over what the heck just happened, I got hurt. The lesson is, therefore, don't stress. But we do have a lovely ghast here. Like to see it. I'm going to sit over here, hopefully where I can't be hurt. And we're now going to make a bowl of soup. But I'm going to use brown mushroom. I'm going to make a whole bowl. Suspicious stew. Then I'm going to quickly, I'm going to chug it, and then I'm going to have a whole nother bowl. Just 2 bowls in a row. Just 2 lovely. Oh no, 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 no. Don't agree. Don't like your decision making here, friend. Okay, he's gone. So yeah, let's make another bowl of mushroom soup. Don't want to do that. This is probably a bad place to do it. I think I'm going to go ahead and say not a good idea. Also, I deviated from the straight line. It didn't go exactly how I was hoping it would. So now we're going to go forwards this way. See where it leads us. Yeah, right through there. See where this takes us. So let's go mining. Zoom. Oh, yeah, having an efficiency to pickaxe. Big difference maker. Zoom. Okay, I'd be really, really careful of holes in the ground. So I'm going to mine from the furthest back I can. Careful of holes in the ground. And careful of lava spills. I am focusing very much. This is an activity you can't be talking about whether what's more important, the outcomes or possibilities. You know, there's no such peek at this. Instead, let's go. Oh, we're fine. We're great. Everything's working. I think. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's something colorful. Just put some slabs down so we can see it, and then keep on tunneling. I will find a nether fortress if I. So I know what's through here, basically, right? And so if I just keep going, I'll eventually find the thing. Yeah, I remember seeing it on the other side from above, but I guess I'm not in the same Y coordinate or something. We're way above whatever I'm expecting to. Also, we are killing this pickaxe. Okay, the tunnel strategy is not the strategy to go for. Oh, okay, okay. This is a huge open area. If I don't see a fortress here, I don't think I'm ever seeing a fortress, chat. Yeah, maybe if I had an elytra, I could go find a nether fortress. But there's just one issue with that, chat. There is just one. And so we'll leave all of this here, and we'll come back for it later. Crouch in the holes won't matter. That's a good life lesson, that is. You ever find yourself focusing too much on holes, just crouch. It will probably fix. Oh, good thing you got a second pick from the Bastion. Yeah, it really is, actually. I can basically wear this thing down to nothing, which is nice. I'm back. Good job on not dying. Thank you very much. You do a great job on not dying too, Colin Winarski. Oh, I am having a fine time. I think I'm going to mine some of this nether quartz on the way back. It's some good experience, right? And I could do with some good experience right now. Put it on my holo. I've got decent healing sorted. I've got everything sorted besides a fortress. So if my number one goal besides all my building projects is going for a nether fortress, how do I best accomplish that? There's no IF ender you can throw for the nether fortress, sadly. But we can make some reasonable assumptions. They try to generate about 256 blocks away from spawn in each direction. You can see that's where we've got this one. And so we've gone positive, positive, chat. And we've gone positive, negative, and we've gone for all the variations besides negative, negative. We haven't gone that way, in other words. And so, how about I go that way? It's no guarantee, obviously. But, yeah, if we follow our previous pathway and then go through the basalt delta from before, it might just work out for us. It might just. Okay, so, yeah, I think that is my plan. I think we make a real move for it. We'd even make a new tunnel if we want to, kind of going diagonally. Because at some point it stops making sense to... Yeah, using the existing tunnels when we can... We'll make a new tunnel through this mess, I think. We'd even start it from the very top here. Like, we only go one way from the nether portal right now. Why don't I go this way? Why don't I just start tunneling this way like crazy? I've got a whole pickaxe to kill here. Why don't I try it? Tyler, Tyler says, make sure to get fire resistance potions before you fight blazers. Yeah, I need to go to the nether fortress to find, nether wart. It's a good point, though, for sure. Also, this is my bed, not yours, Mr. Villager. 65 days survived. You know, we'll wait till we survive day 66, chat. I tell you what, we'll survive through day 66 as well. I feel like 65 works better for round numbers. But we don't need to be round. Why be round when you can be square? Also, we're going to kill these zombies just to get the time. Oh, God, no, no. Oh, okay, it's only one little half frame. That's fine. We're going to pick up this instead of gunpowder, maybe controversially. I use instead of sugarcane to be less controversial. Zombie flesh is quite good. Also, I think we should put torches on the outside of the wall, just to make it even less likely that something spawns. Or maybe put torches just on the inside, to make it like kind of the wild area out there. It's a fun idea, huh? But yeah, for now, just put some stuff away that I want, but I am not using right now. So, nether quartz, useful. I want to put it away. Gunpowder, useful. We'll put it away. Rotten flesh, same vibe. One single block of cobblestone, yeah, I might use that. Whole stack of netherrack, won't be using that. I'm going to fill up my inventory like crazy. Emeralds, yeah, probably not now. Ghast tears, yeah, probably not now. Okay, sorted. Let's go. Let's get in there. 67 because prime number. 67 feels nice too, you know? 67 has a nice vibe to it, huh? Feels like you've done 2/3, but over 2/3. Feels like you're rounding up to say you've done 2/3 of 100, rather than down from 100. Imagine using Silk Touch on a spawner and getting its spawn egg. It's how it should work, darn it. It's how it should work. Okay, so we're going to mine all of the nether quartz we run into, because I need experience, but I also need nether quartz for various redstone things, like daylight detectors and stuff. I think I want to set up like a... Wait, yeah, I think I want to set up a daylight detector that will play... other side, maybe. I think that could be a fun way to see if it's nighttime. Yeah, actually, you know, I think I like that idea a lot. So it's going to make a big tunnel going down here. It's maybe dangerous to do this, given the circumstances, but we're just going to do it anyway. We're going to make a big, wide tunnel and pick up so much netherrack. And we're just going to keep going negative, negative, until we find something. I don't know what something is in this context, but we're going to keep going until we find it. And then we'll have all this netherrack we can use for some dumb project. Like, we'll make a netherrack cube or box, or... We can do things with it, okay? We can do things. I might make a nether in my overworld. You know, it's always a fun idea. If you've got the blocks, why not do it? So now we're at 77, which is a fair height to go mining at. Oh, no, it's not. Way too high, apparently. Wait! Oh, I thought that was another fortress. Chat, I was misled. I have been missold on a nether fortress. I need to go a little bit more this way, I guess. We'll go all the way across this. It's kind of scary, so I'll make sure I half slabs there. We're just going to build across here. There are no skeletons that can hurt me. Nope, there might be. So I'll place some blocks around. And we'll just make sure we get there safely, okay? No risks, no pain, just safety. Are these bottom half? Yeah, so nothing spawns there. We'll make sure we place some bottom half slabs. Oh, no! Oh, second lease on live internet. That was death. I don't know where the skeleton came from. I looked for him. I knew there could have been a skeleton. Oh my gosh. That is the closest I have gone to death. It's the closest I want to get to death. Okay, well. You know when you're like too fatigued, you should pull off to the side of the road and stop driving. You know when you're angry, you should get out of the situation, you should stop. You know when you're hungry, you should eat. I am not in the correct situation if I just did that to myself. I don't want to lose this world, chat. I have had a time with you, and I will have a time with you in the future, probably on Tuesday, for the next stream in this world. I hope you've been enjoying the series so far. You can check out the previous parts if you enjoyed this one, but probably should have done that before. But I mean, I'm not here to judge you and your choices. And now I'm going to quickly plug in my keyboard and see if it works. Okay, so in we go. Keyboard plug 1 and keyboard plug 2. Okay, the hope is we open the inventory. Hey, the random buttons have stopped happening. Oh, but my mouse doesn't work anymore. Well, yeah, well, it's okay. So, yeah, the keyboard works. Okay, can I type? Hello, I'm ibxtoycat. Okay, the shift key doesn't. Okay, no, we're good. Hello, I'm ibxtoycat. That's how you spell it. Fun fact. Yeah, my mouse is having a bit of an issue. But otherwise, it's great. Is it tomorrow till day 100? So tomorrow is the start of what we expect to be Newsweek. Oh, my mouse is fully dead. I'll make sure it's not. Oh no! Why? Why do you exist? Okay, so yeah, rather than being mad at my sign again, this is what I like to call. Okay, there we go. I think that was it. Okay, yeah. It's better now. It's all dried out. I finally fixed the problems from the start. I have survived 65 days in Minecraft Ultra Hardcore. And you can join me as I try to survive for the next ones. I had a good time today, but I'm gonna call this the quits for now. Thank you for watching it, and join me as I finish both my house and my search for the fortress next time. I found 2 bastions today. Can you believe? Anyway, yeah. Let's actually no, I'm gonna heal myself up before we go. It's so much easier now I have a mouse. Look at this. This recipe. Wait, you put the bowl in like that, and then you put in an oxeye daisy, and it's so much easier to do suspicious stew crafting on a keyboard and mouse for no good reason too. Like why can't we do this type of crafting on a controller? It's very confusing if you ask me. But yeah, we eat another one of these, and now I'm officially at 9.5 hearts. My fears have gone away again, although I am very much going to have to play more cautiously if I actually want to survive the Nether next time. So, I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, because I'll see you when I see you, Internet, which will be next time. Goodbye.